The following program is a 20 East Media Network, LLC presentation. Please hit the like button and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Welcome to D Truth TV.
This has been a 20.
Welcome to D Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me? Hit that like, hit subscribe, let's get real on your screen, see? We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold, relationships, heartbreak, secrets never told, breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. The Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet.
Respect. Mic check, 1, 2. Let me go get my shout outs. Respect, Super Jim, what's going on? Ed, respect to you, C Rapper 23, and respect to everybody else that's gonna come in to watch it, and respect to everybody else that's gonna be the Bushy watcher. And how is everybody else doing tonight? Right? I'm going to say this right here. The bottom line to it is, as you see by the tag, should Candice Owens be forgiven and accepted back into the black community? And I got a few over here that's Super Joe said, accepted. And he said, are you effing kidding me? The black community is the world's largest running joke. Look at Philly. Yeah, you're right. It is. But hey, it depends which way you look at it. But I tell you this right here, the bottom line to it, what can she and will she be accepted back in our supposedly community? And I'm gonna say it's, was she ever in the community? What she did to help the community? It's okay she said what she said, right? It is okay because everybody got their opinion. But the bottom line to it, the whole situation, is that you can look at it 7 different ways. Some of our people do not like her because she's sometimes talk down to some blacks and says this and says that. But then you got others are mad that she's better to a white man, which that ain't got to do with nothing, because you don't know better who you fall in love with. But the thing is, it all depends on who you fall in love with. But is you really fall in love with that person? That is the question. Why did you really marry? That's another subject. And then there's some people in our community that was like her, that small percentage that was like her, that voted for the president, and trying to get other people in our community to vote for the president. But now seems like she don't have a change your heart. Seems like she'll have to change your heart. And I found something very interesting. Let me see. Let me see. Can I find it? Yeah, she was all for him, right? But it's crazy how things turned around last few days, right? It's crazy. And this is reported by the Hill, and this came out, and she was on Piers Morgan show talking about she was embarrassed. She supported Trump, okay, cause she was campaigning for him in 2024. She started campaigning, campaigning for him again in uh, 2004. I meant in 2024 she started campaigning for him again. And what she what she says is what she says was he's been a chronic disappointment, and she feels embarrassed that she told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen and it's happening. That's what she told Piers Morgan on Piers Morgan Uncensored. She told people go vote for him this year, and she was thinking what happened is not going to happen, but it happened. But why didn't you think it wasn't going to happen? What gave you that? See, what gave you the inkling that this was going to happen? Although you got a great mind and great knowledge of situation. She got great mind and knowledge of situation, but she don't have the instinct like some of the folks in the community. Okay, let's go on. Then she goes on to criticize his recent decision to engage in the Israel-Iran conflict over that weekend, right? And she goes on to say is what happened wasn't the president's decision. She goes on to say it was Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. That it is reason that Trump did what he did. Then she said that we are aware that Israel is dictating our foreign policy. Okay. And she said there was no intimate threats, right? And this came from the Director of National Intelligence, saying that Iran was nowhere near obtaining nuclear weapon capability. This the president ultimately denied. And if you go on and look at back at her, what she was talking about, if anybody know her, go if anybody know of her and see some of the statements she wrote. If you go back and see what she's what she wrote and she talked about, you will understand why should we let her back in the community? Should we invite her to the neighborhood cookout? So per to say, right? But we don't know how that gonna go. Should we invite her to the cookout? Should we invite her to the cookout? Because because I'm gonna tell you because why I tell you that. I'm gonna tell you why. It's kind of strange and sad that why you want to switch up now? Why you want to Why you want to switch up now? Why she want to say what she want to say now? Cause he doing stuff that he said he going to do, and he doing it. You didn't believe him. He didn't get to do it the first time. He get to do it the second term. So it's irresponsible for us to sit here and think that she didn't do what she wanted. She did what she did. Now she regretting trying to get somebody to vote for him as president when all of us seen the light. Can she be can she be trusted in our neighborhood? Can she be trusted coming back in? Once you lost that trust in what you said, yeah, she gave the 2016, 2017. She was a MAGA supporter, right? Then as she critical of the Black Lives Matter movement, although I don't like some of I don't like the what they had done with it now, but it was our way of crying out for help with situations that we deem unlawful and unjust. But she's a critic of it. So a man or a woman in our community getting gunned down by police officers, by neighbors, and we try to defend ourselves. You critical of that, the people standing up for their rights. So is she really critical of it? I don't. Hey, though that was back 2014, right? 2016. So then she make a troubling. She had a habit of making um, most about, like I said, about Black Lives, fierce critic of Black Lives Matter, and also Jewish and troubling remarks about Jewish influence in world affairs. She defended Kanye West, also known as Ye, saying after the attack on in Israel only came to routinely promote anti-Semitic as through anti-Semitic rhetoric on her podcast and social media channels. In August 2024, following months of this, uh, she started doing all of that. August 2024, following months of disturbing remarks, Orange engaged in socially some openly anti-Semitic posts and hosted Coach Boo's personality from conversation on her podcast and later in a live X podcast that veered firmly into anti-Semitic territory. On August 14th, she posted an interview with Tristan Tate, a British American ex kickboxer internet personality who's along with self-proclaimed misogynist brother Andrew Tate is facing trial in room. Okay, we know where they go. But when have the question is, when has she stood up for uh, people in our community that have been unjustly wronged by the entities that in this United States, the police, the justices, where were you at when you want to be mad at uh, Black Lives Matter. You want to be a critic of that, but you didn't. When did you stand up on that? Okay, that's why I said when you can should be accepted back into our community. They should be accepted back into our community. So let me see. Let's see, can I find something right quick? Let's see, can I find something right quick? I'm trying to find something. Give me a few minutes. Excuse. Okay, let's go. Let's go to a situation. This is back in December 2021. Cats are condemned after alleged Black Americans are the most murderous group in America. Okay, it goes on to say had been condemned. She been condemned online as she alleged that Black Americans were the country's most murderous group. The far right company was speaking on Tucker Carlson tonight when she said Democrats had downplayed the arrest of a black man 39-year old they had brought for the deadly attack on a Wisconsin Christmas parade last week. Okay. Ms. Owen also downplaying the death of George Floyd and acquitted and they acquitted Kyle Rittenhouse as issue of racial injustice alleged that black Americans are the but that was for us, right? That she was really. And then I don't know this woman man the writer said watch that they watched it all that the gymnastic of Owens saying George Floyd wasn't about race. Okay, what was it about? Okay, and because the cop didn't use a racial slur while murdering him to the typical black Americans are the most murderous group in America. She better hope God is the black faith, right? Respect you knew. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm not gonna say in every situation that what happened to people in our community by the police and the justice system by neighbors whoever is not based on skin tone, but majority of the time it is. Because like I said, it's crazy. This her saying she's not she's not she's saying she's not blaming it on she's not blaming it on right. And I'm gonna tell you, then she has made a career out of being anti-black, right? She has made a career out of it. Okay, and I found something y'all go do your research. Y'all go do your research, and I'm gonna tell you this: it goes down to why did Candice Owens say she didn't want to be part of the black community? And here we go. What her views on the black? What is her views on black community? Okay, let's see. Because like her predominantly white white winged conservative audience, Candice Owens doesn't make the distinction between the poor class of the black American community and the black American middle and upper classes. Owens grew up black working class, grew up black working class and only has a high school diploma. Now that Owens had married into the British upper class, she's confronted with her knowledge of the Western canon, and it blames her ignorance on black community, which she deems morally challenged and deprived. Let me stop right there. Right, you marry uh, upper class British man, right? And you want to blame your upcoming uh, in the black community as what you deprive as morally challenged and deprived, right? No, it ain't morally challenged and deprived. It's what you make it. It's what you make it. It's what you made it. You what because you married this man, had kids, by whatever. You think you that make you better than other people that's in the community? No, you're not better than they are. You're still the same person that came from the community and got insecurity. Do I want her back in the community? Hey, I don't care. But yeah, I do care. But it's at the same time, why would I want somebody back in the community because she disagrees with what the president is doing and saying right now, right? And he did that back in his first term in office. And you and she kind of pissed on her own community. She kind of pissed on her own community. Look how many people came out of lower, upper, middle class situation. No matter what their situation, they came out of our community and made some of themselves and have uh, and leaving a legacy for the people, her children, their children. See, I wish I could have a sit down with her. So I asked the question, what made you say the community that we grew up in morally, morally and wrong, and morally and deprived? What made you say that morally challenged and deprived? Morally challenged and deprived. Maybe physical, morally, your morals is what you make them. You gotta make your morals right or wrong. The question is, can we trust her in our community? Can we trust her in our community? She married to the British upper class. She married a British guy, upper class, right? Now she stubs her nose up to the community sometimes, right? Hmm. Here you go. However, it's the only culture Owens understand. She is equally ignorant of how black culture as she is of her husband Owens. Lavish praise European cities. Her newly found reverence for classical music and her devotion to the ballet is only playing culture catch up. And I'm gonna say this right here. You can play culture catch up all you want to, but guess what? That still don't make you one of them people, right? But guess what? You want to take yourself out of the situation like she never came from the situation and poo poo on our community. Why should we accept her back in our community? Somebody should tell me, why should we accept her back in our community? Right? You try to catch up in that community, right? What would the real reason? This is just speculation of me, on my part. It's just speculation on my part about why she actually married that British guy, right? I'm telling you my speculation why she married. She was tired of her situation, and her way of thinking, and some of us, our men in our community see her for who she was, of her thinking. I wonder how many of black men did she date? How many of the black men that she dated and turned down was go was boyfriend or girlfriend with that asked her to marry him. She turned down. That is the question. How many did she turn down? Then she got with him. Got with this rich guy. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you cannot put down your own community when you had a guy that wanted to marry you, love you for who you was, and he wasn't thinking about the money or anything else. But would Candice Owens be who Candice Owens is now if she didn't marry that British and say the things she said? Do she really believe the stuff that she said, or she said it for shock value? I wait. Oh, she said it for shock value. Okay. Owens says, I'm familiar with black social streams regarding poor class. Growing up, she wasn't exposed to the arts or black media and middle and upper class. For example, Owens gushes about her love for ballet, yet doesn't know if Mr. Copeland, a black American principal dancer with the American Ballet Theater. Hey, that's what I'm saying. You don't know you don't know that because there's several people in our community that in the lower class, middle, upper class. I don't care what. There's people in the lower class, middle, and upper class that know this stuff because they're not throwing their nose up. They go do their research. Because you want to know something, you go do your research to find out. If she really wanted to know about this stuff, she would have found a way to find out growing up. In a younger day, then she'll know something of what's going on in the black community. Right? I'm just putting it out there. I don't care who get mad, who get mad, who don't get mad. The question still remains: should we accept her back in our community? She, like I said, she didn't grow up listening to. Grow up taking music, dance lessons, listen to jazz. She's unlikely to be able to identify anyone from the jazz family other than Senator Williams. Orange doesn't know a great black such as Paul Robertson. Orange can't even pronounce Sidney Poitier's last name. Watching her relate Sidney's name on the Candice Owens show was positively cringe-worthy. And it goes on saying she do not want to be part of the black community because she doesn't know any better. Right? I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of things we don't know in our black community, right? There's a whole lot that we don't know in our community. And then she said racism no longer exists because she isn't a slave. Okay. How do y'all feel about that statement? See, like I keep saying often over and over again, we walk around here free, right? We bring with this oxygen, which is free. We pay for this, pay for that. But if your mind, if your mind don't think outside the box, if your mind do not do things and take in some knowledge of what's going on, then you're still a slave. You're still locked up. But she don't understand that, right? She just know what she know. Thumbing her nose up at the community. Thumbing her nose up at the community. And she said, America is not a racist country. The people that continue to tell us that have a vast interest in racism, according to a report by Daniel Dale. Yeah, I can understand why her and you said it, which they said. But the thing about it, some people lucky than others, right? Others, but at the same time, there's a situation that people go through in our community that's trying to do what they do to move out of that situation, which is going to be hard, but they don't have the means or the resources to do it and don't know how to do it. But like I said, wish she bring the means and the resources since she a big on social media. See, this is the question: will you go back to your community to help the people that's in your community, help them and give them the way out? Okay, that is the question. That is the question. And I'm gonna take a commercial break. See what I'm gonna play here. I'll be right back.
Welcome.
Welcome to the channel. It's D Truth on the mic. Shout out to the fam, we keeping it tight. Love in the air, got the crew in the light. 20 East riding, we up all night. Family first, that's the code I live by. Armando King Wolf, howling at the sky. Tudado the Queen, got that royal vibe. Malasha Delight, always down to ride. Jazzy Talks, bring the smooth, keep it real. Sniper on the beat, got that lyrical steel. Ren Rock, you new media too. K9 ATL, we reppin' the crew. Like and subscribe, come and join the tribe. We talking love, sports, life, and the grind. This is more than a channel, it's a state of mind. Family and friends, all our stories combined. From the court to the mic, we play and we speak. Every day a new journey, every week unique. Shout out to the legends, the ones who believe. We rise together, got dreams up our sleeve. Like and subscribe, come and join the tribe. We talking love, sports, life, and the grind. This is more than a channel, it's a state of mind. Family and friends, all our stories combined. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D Truth in the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world, let the story be told. Together we shine, together we bold.
What you do?
So hit that button, let the good times roll. D Truth in the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world, let the story be told. Together we shine, together we bold.
You're down to it. It's gonna rain today.
They kept saying that all day.
But hey, don't take a chance.
See now.
Welcome to the D Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me?
Hit that like, hit subscribe. Let's get real on your screen, see? Huh. We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold. Relationships, heartbreak, secrets never told. Breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. D-Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. D-Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet. We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold. Relationships, heartbreaks, secrets never told. Breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. D-Truth TV, where the real ones vibe.
We're back. And I'm gonna continue. I don't have nothing against Candice Owens. Everybody got their opinion, but I'm like this: if you got to keep it 100 with people. You can't be going from side to side. You got to keep it 100. You got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And this is what some people are saying. What do African Americans think of Candice Owens, right? And this one person put this comment, said, honestly, she found her to be undereducated. In addition, she found her to suffer with a severe identity crisis. She was raised in Connecticut by a paternal grandparents. During her high school years, she was not fully accepted by her white counterpart. She sued for being bullied, threatened, and racial intimidation. She won $37,000. And the right goes on says she believes she was seeking more. However, when search behavior are thrown upon a minority such as Candice, they have a tendency to do whatever to be truly accepted. This is truly a psychological problem with her. Thus, she begins to hate herself or her race. And the writer goes on, it says she believes this is why she leans to the side of white. She needs to be accepted by whites, and whatever it takes or whatever it needs to be stated, she will do or say. Then the writer goes on and said, don't get her wrong. She don't agree with everything that her fellow blacks do. BM, which could have been an ancestry black, but those founders have abused the organization goals and money, which I agree with. They have, which I agree with. They have. And this woman is 66 years old. She said she do not profess knowing everything, but she does. She is not truly a learned pupil. She did drop out of college. She is just a wannabe. We all have our opinion on life in general. Clearly, Candice does. At what cost? At what cost? I believe in the truth, not manufactured lies or deception. Candice will taunt deception. Don't forget, in America, controversial sales. She is making money by being controversial. Basically, she found a way to use whites. I'm not mad at her. However, white should be. Again, this was this woman's opinion. This was a woman's opinion right here, right? See, and I want to go back to something she said she said Candice is a wannabe. Some of them folks that gets taunted, bullied, and have racial slurs and statements thrown at them. They try to fit into that community, which people know if you get thrown in that community, you're not gonna be fully accepted, right? So we know sometimes when we get around somebody where we don't like how some people act or how they do things, people talk about them. And that's what they be doing with Candice. but she wanted to be accepted. She wanted to be accepted in the Caucasian community by saying what she said. Now, she like she don't have to change her heart. She don't have to change her heart. She want to be accepted in our in back in her own community. But that gonna be kind of hard with all the stuff Real Spirit just said, right? They're gonna be hard for her. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be hard for her. Cause how many people in our community gonna take her seriously? How many people in our community gonna take her seriously? Not hardly none. None. Yeah, she was bullied, threatened, and racially intimidated, right? And sometimes when that happens, with especially like women being abused, whatever, it take a psychological toll on that person, and they feel like they would sympathize more with their abuser, like she sympathized with the Caucasian more than she sympathized with her own people. Okay, but that's not here and there. But I'm not saying that is an excuse. But do she hate herself, her own community? Hey, you knew my sister. You on mute? You knew. You knew.
Am I on
You
mute
knew.
now?
Yeah. No. No.
Okay. Okay.
Like I said, when people goes through certain situation, it's become either self hatred or
Mm-hmm.
self or hate the community they grew up in, or
Right.
both, a combination of both. See, can't straddle the fence. Either you accept your own yourself and your community that you grew up in, or you don't. And I feel this is my feeling about the whole situation. Back, should
Mm-hmm.
Canada accept it back in the black community? I'm going to say I'm be I'm not going to go all the way say she should be, but think
Mm-hmm.
about it, she got to. Cause you said something about Trump, about you don't like what he was doing, that Israel was manipulating our foreign policy and all that stuff. That's all good and
Mm-hmm.
dandy. That's all good and
Mm-hmm.
dandy. That's not good enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
When you said George Floyd's situation wasn't, when she said George Floyd's situation wasn't about race, what else was about? Because he wasn't bothering nobody. A counterfeit 20, okay. How many other whites had a counterfeit money and did the same thing he did, but then did what how he did, right?
Yeah, some people just get away with things. They get smashed on the hand and that's it. So I
See,
have something to say as far as
go ahead.
the Candace Owen thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got
so
the
you were
floor.
saying you were saying that she felt like she wasn't accepted by her own people, correct? Is that what you were saying?
And I'm not saying she wasn't accepted by her own people.
Well,
I was,
she felt like she wasn't accepted
yeah,
by her
yeah,
own people,
yeah,
right? Okay.
yeah,
So the reason why she's doing that is like it's like we were talking about with the redheads. They didn't feel like they were accepted by people unless like the only people that actually accepted them were black people, correct? So they felt more comfortable around black people. So like the more the people that you get acceptance from are the people that you're gonna want to be around. Why be around people that you're not being accepted by? That's just like trying to hang out with females and the females don't like you, so you go hang out with the dudes. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I understand that, but at the
yeah,
same time, we know we see. And the thing is, if I'm not being accepted by people around me, and I get bullied, people around me in my community, okay.
hmm
But at the same time, if I'm going to do it the same way, every different community, you know what I'm saying? Different groups.
yeah, hmm
why it's just like a man. We'll you'll see the episode. We'll see a whole lot of stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, a man does something to a woman. A black man
Hmm.
does something to a black does not do nothing to a black woman. But when he don't do what she want him to do, but do what best for them both, she dragging him.
Hmm.
She dragging him.
Hmm.
And then she found a my would say she found a sucker. She found a
Yeah.
sucker. Do everything that she want her to do everything that she want he
She,
do everything you know what I'm saying.
yeah, she found a sucker that'll do everything she wants her way.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And,
So that's the
and
same thing with the situation with Candace Owens. She must have not been accepted by a lot of different people. And she just got tired of it. It's like, well, okay, if you're not accepting me, then I'll just go to where I'm being accepted.
yeah, but thing is when you put down your own
I mean, why
community,
would you why would you want to stand there and get punched over and over until you what? Till you fall down? Why would you want to do
mm,
that? So it's better to just get out of the way and go a different route because obviously
yeah,
you getting punched till you get to the ground is not what you want.
uh, but you get yourself out of that situation.
Exactly.
But you also you don't put down the whole community either at the
No,
same
you don't
time.
put down the whole community because it's not everybody. It's just the people
But that
that
what she
she's
did.
running
See,
into.
yeah, that what she did. Then she go marry a upper class British guy, right?
Hmm.
Which okay, now she caught between two worlds, right? She caught
Right.
between two worlds, and we know in that respect to together, my sisters together and Armando, you know we call she caught between two worlds.
Stay together,
That
Armando. How's it going?
one, that
Hmm.
world, that Caucasian world is not going to fully accept her. We know that, right? We know
Hmm.
that,
Right.
and she pulled on her uh, um, black
Okay,
community.
so read what Together said. Candace
Yeah,
Owen is smart, but sometimes she said, "Oh shoot,
yeah,
that thing went
yeah.
up and I couldn't even catch it."
It
Sometimes
would.
you moved it too fast. But she's not talking about all black people. It's just some of the stuff that she says is on point.
Yeah,
See,
it
that's what
is
I'm
on point.
saying. Right, but that's what I'm saying when I say you don't want to stand somewhere you're going to keep getting punched. It's better just move out of the way, go a different way. You don't
Okay.
want to keep getting punched by the same people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You want to
yeah,
move. You want to move and go somewhere you're safe. So
yeah,
she's feeling like she's not accepted she's not saying all black people, by the black people that she's running into, the people that she's been around. And that's why she feels the way she feels. But it's not all black people, it's just the ones that that's been in her, in around her, in her,
yeah,
around where she's been. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. And you right together. She is married to a powerful white man, but you know what I'm saying? How many men that was in her community that she was they were she was that whip that was they were together, right? And turned out to be did make some of themselves, right?
Hmm.
That asked her to marry them, but she didn't want to marry them. You see what I'm saying? And I look at that right there because like oh because this kid told me he or she gonna save me. But
Hmm.
thing is, one, when you not, I look at this right here with her. Whatever happened in her past life, in her younger years,
Hmm.
she hasn't uh, uh,
Gotten
really
over it yet?
gotten over it yet.
Hmm.
And you know how some people that hasn't got over a certain type of trauma, all of a sudden run to another situation, and think they're gonna be the safest place. What should,
And look,
what happened?
look what else
What
she
happened?
said. Look what Together
Go ahead.
said. Look what Together said. She says, when I tell black people about themselves, I am told I hate my own kind.
See, I'm like
That's
this
how
right here.
people take it. That's how people take things.
Yeah,
And it's like they say, if the shoe fits, then wear it,
yeah,
correct or not?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's the same. If you feel a certain kind of way about yourself, and you get hurt by somebody saying something to you, then if the shoe fits, wear it.
But
Period.
yeah, I'm like that, right. Yeah, you know what we do, right? We don't
Mm-hmm.
care how people feel. We really don't care how people
Mm-hmm.
feel. We care about with the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And if a person say somebody it might be ask me a direct question,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the type of person gonna tell you something to make you feel good.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna need to hear. And you
Mm-hmm.
might not like it, but guess what? Sooner or later you're gonna sit down and think about what I said. And like with her, with Candice, if she
Wait,
say something,
is my mic muffled?
uh, that what
I
she's
don't know
saying.
why. That's the
I don't
first
know either.
time I've ever heard that about my mic.
You sound good to me, but
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't need it.
Well,
But
go get your mic your speaker
here's
fixed
shit.
because it ain't me. It ain't me, girl. It ain't me.
But I'm gonna say this right here. But say hate, self hatred. Let's get out community for a while. Self hatred
Hmm.
can destroy you. Can
Right.
make you make a wrong kind of decision. And sometimes self hatred. Yeah, we have said plenty of time that Black Lives Matter, the founders of it, was wrong. Right? We already know that. But when you self hate yourself
Right.
and you go to a other part and think that gonna be right, but
Hmm.
and that's not. I'm not discouraging her. I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
But what happens when that situation takes go right up turn to sour? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then what you gonna do? You got to that internet. Look, I guarantee she got some. I don't know how many people gonna agree with me or not on this.
Yeah.
I guarantee that's a lot of our people got inner
Hmm.
turmoil,
Hmm.
self hatred, and they got inner turmoil. They don't know what they're gonna do if a situation turns sour. So
Yeah.
you can blame. Look, how many times have we seen people say, "Oh, I came from this kind of community," and
Thank you,
and
Armando. Hmm.
and, and come from this type of community, and they had kind of rough life, but guess what? They turned out good with a good family from the same community, right? And they turned out
Hmm.
good. Now we know
Hmm.
we got some bad all every community that turned out bad, but there always that situation where there's one that grow up that hate each
Hmm.
other, but all of a sudden they turn that hatred into something positive. And
Right.
this what I want to this what I want to see with her for I fully accept her back in the community, right? This is what I want to see for her. What have you talk about? Is she talking about this black this whatever whatever? What have you done to help your own community that you grew up in Connecticut? See where I'm going
Wait,
with it?
what did Armando say? Get ready for what?
Yeah,
Hmm.
he's trying to tell her about the gun line,
Okay.
but 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 like I said, that's a whole lot. In every community, somebody got self hatred for themselves, their own community, for what they've been
Hmm.
done. But
Hmm.
that should not make you discourage your own community. Because you discourage your own community, because guess what? Your parents, your sister, your brother, whoever is growing up in that community. I don't care what
Hmm.
community you grew up in.
Okay,
And
so how long has she been married to this guy?
I don't know. Let me go check it out. Let me go check it out.
Okay.
Gotta look it up right quick. Hold on.
All right.
I gotta look it up right quick.
Hey, Beaver man, how you doing?
Mm. 6 years.
6 years?
2019.
Okay, so they've been together for 6 years and they don't have problems. Have they been having any problems?
If they have any, it's not online. It's not online.
Okay. Because it sounds like um your heart, your heart's gonna tell you what you want. So I'm just gonna say maybe that's who she wanted to be with. You know what I mean? Regardless of what his nationality is, white, black, green, yellow, purple, whatever, color and all.
Yeah,
Maybe that's who she wanted in the long, after she met with him and she fell in love with him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the things that you think it's about. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. I see your side of it, but we can't definitely say it does. We can't definitely say it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Cause we won't know. Cause if I got on the show, I'm gonna ask all kinds. If she came on here, I ask all kinds of questions. You know that,
right,
right?
right, right. So right
you know,
now we could only assume,
yeah,
or
yeah,
we can we're thinking on our own. We're coming up with our own assumption on what it
yeah,
is, why
yeah.
she married him. Did
Hmm.
she really marry him because she wasn't accepted by certain black people, and then she just said, okay, you know what? Then I'll just go marry what is he, Irish? You said
British, British.
British. I'm sorry, I don't know where I got Irish. British.
Cause the last cause of Monday, what was it
Yeah,
Monday?
I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, yesterday wasn't it? Or day before yesterday?
day before
Was it
yesterday.
yesterday? Day
It
before
was day for
yesterday.
yesterday. It was Monday.
Yeah, the day before yesterday. You're
You
right.
still think about the ginger,
Yeah, the ginger thing. So, so he's from Britain, and
upper
maybe it
class.
isn't, like I said, well, upper class, and he's got money. So her falling in love with him, and then he ends up being somebody who's well off.
Mm-mm,
Um, I don't think she's doing too bad for herself.
mm-mm.
And if they don't have anything, um, any kind of news about her, any celebrity news or anything else to do with their relationship, then they must be doing pretty good.
Yeah, but sometimes some people, how they
Yes, it is a real conversation, DC.
yeah, respect DC, and they
Hello, how
hey
are you?
you look at it this way right here. We know a whole bunch of
Hey,
celebrities.
mm-hmm.
E James, what's up, E? And I want your
How you
opinion
doing,
on this
E?
too, E. If you can
Go
hit the
ahead.
link, I sent you the link. If you hit the link, hit it. Hey, come on up. See, I look at this situation right here. There's a whole lot of different couples, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't. It seems like they happy for the outside looking in, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
they'll also post that about themselves online. And nobody can find nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we can assume they happy. Assume. You see what I'm saying?
You know, I feel like this. Some
Hmm.
people probably don't want to put themselves out in public like that because it's like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, correct or not?
Oh, you're right. And I'm saying this right here. One thing about that, I'm not saying she got one. Some people in our community feel like Candace only got to prove herself to get back
Mm-hmm.
in, come to the barbecue, per se.
Right. Right.
She got to prove herself,
Mm-hmm.
and and thing is, you know, trust. You know, we said that trust.
Yeah.
Once broken, you can
Mm-hmm.
put look at you can pull that trust go out the you can pull trust out like a bucket of water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then sit that bucket back under the faucet and let it drip in there. How long gonna take
Mm-hmm.
that bucket? How long you think gonna take that bucket to fill up? Gonna take a while, ain't it?
Yeah, it ain't gonna take that long as there's no hole in it.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That trust gonna have to be earned, and
Mm-hmm.
because that one statement about what she said that she feels like she let some people down by telling them to vote for him and what he goes and does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Candace, you did it yourself. But the thing is, I look at it right here with trouble. Like I said, that self hatred. I think she got some problems she had got unresolved since she was
Yeah.
little. That's my take on it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
So
my take.
DC said, how did she lose her how did she lose her trust?
Uh, all these. I'm gonna tell you how she lost trust with some people.
And this
This
is your
my
opinion. Always say your
opinion.
opinion. Yeah.
That what
Because if
that
you
what you cut my before I said it.
oh, I'm just going to tell you to say it because if you don't,
Now,
because people going to say something.
oh, they're gonna say something anyway. This my
Mm,
opinion. This is
right.
my opinion. What I think that with all these uh, unaliving of people in our community by cause of other people,
Mm,
she's she said George Floyd wasn't about race, right?
mm,
Okay, a counterfeit 20. Okay, he should have just been arrested and taken on to jail, right?
mm,
Well, how many other people don't did the same thing? Other nationality, other community have did the same thing. Is not dead. How many other
mm,
people? How many other people have done the same thing as black run for cops and all that? Is not dead. You see
mm.
what I'm saying? That's that what about? She's not
Okay, so wait, what happened with George Foreman?
George Floyd.
Oh, George Floyd. I thought you said Foreman. I was like, who is? Yeah, I thought that was what you call it. Okay, George Floyd died
George
from
Floyd did not. Hey,
overdose.
George Floyd did not die from overdose. Cause I'm tell you why he did
No,
that for. I'm tell you why he did that for an
they
overdose.
were on his neck. They were on
Yeah.
his neck, you
Let,
guys.
let,
It was,
let's face on DC. Because there been
yeah.
plenty of people, and there been medical studies say if a whole lot of bodies on top of you and
Hmm.
a whole lot of weight on top of you, you cannot breathe. You cannot get air into your lungs, and your body is fighting to get air to your lung when you down in that position. So it wasn't no overdose.
You
It would.
talking about when he was in the car, DC, when he was in that truck? Is that what you're talking about when you said he swallowed it, the
Yeah.
Uggs?
But I'm like direct. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, what I was saying was, it been other instances that if she really wanted to be part of the community, be invited to the barbecue, she could have spoken out and said, "Hey, this wrong, that wrong, this right here." But she stayed quiet. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's that's what the problem that some people in our community got got a problem with her with. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I got a problem with anybody from our community not speaking out about injustice that goes on in our community. I don't care
Yeah.
who you is. I don't care who your name is. If you say, "Oh, this right here, this right here, this right," you go with the narrative. Okay, I could say, she didn't want to marry. I won't say she might not didn't want to marry somebody for her own community. I not per se for her own community, in Connecticut, but the black community itself.
Hmm. DC, I'm sure that it didn't help that he was doing Uggs at that time and, he passed on. But you know what? Those people wouldn't have went to jail, went to prison if it wasn't because they did it.
Yeah, but I'm like the bottom line to the bottom line to it is that the narrative. If he did, he did. If he did, he did. But what people saw disgust them. The bottom
Hmm.
line to it, and it's like there's some people that that in that same situation, not just not just black folks. So I see some white did die just like that situation on their stomach and cannot breathe.
Hmm.
I don't care what you. They always spend. Sometimes you gotta stop, turn the volume down, look at the picture yourself, and stop listening to the narrative that people want to spin. So, in that situation, how many times have we seen them spin a narrative after some tragedy happened like that? You see what I'm saying? They spin the narrative, say, "Oh, he did this, she did this right here." Okay, but that what you saying that what happened
Yeah.
that was saying that what's going on, but what we can't do nothing but go by what we see. See what I'm saying? Seeing like when Candice say all of the stuff she be saying, we can't go by nothing but what she's saying, right? And not once has she spoken up about all the injustice that's going on. Not once has she spoken about, hey, let's get some of these black men out of prison that were falsely arrested in the prison system. Not once has she stepped up. You see what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of blacks that hadn't stepped up and said nothing. I'm going to put that out there. There's a whole lot of blacks that ain't said nothing about it. But yeah, when the president go do what he does, now you want to say that Benjamin Netanyahu got their hand in our foreign policy. And you see where I'm going with it, you know? It's kind of hard for me to really say, see, with me, you know how we are. You could talk a good game until I gotta see your action go along with that.
Yeah.
I gotta see your action go along with that. See, she said what she said about him. I want to see her action with that.
DC, come up here if you have something to say, because you being in the chat, it might help if you just come up, and that way we can
He ain't coming up. I already know he ain't coming up.
come on up. You don't have to show yourself.
Yeah, you're right, DC. They were wrong, and it, like I said, it a whole lot of situations that the cops were wrong, and they are not trained for a situation, and even they are. I look at it this way: in a situation, even with Candice Owens, it's the humanity of a situation. You feel what I'm saying? It's the humanity of the situation. Because some people do not have humanity.
Right.
I don't know where do humanity go? How do people leave that humanity at the door? See what I'm saying? Like I said, it's some of us humans don't like ourselves.
Right.
And because of some past trauma, some of us do not go get no help. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's some past trauma that she went through, and she never got solved. But she be making some good doggone points too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like I can agree with her sometimes. I can disagree with her sometimes. But she may be making some good points, and that's human nature. We ain't all gonna have to look. It's like this right here. We can all sing together. We can all dance together, but we all cannot talk at one time. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead, Armando.
Yeah, man. Let first salute to you, D Truth. Salute to you, you know. First things first. Let me cook this nonsense that this DC guy is typing in the chat. First things first, bro. If you know anything about fentanyl, okay, fentanyl will kill you instantly. Okay, fentanyl will kill you instantly. An autopsy was done. Okay, an autopsy was done, and it was the man died from suffocation. We all saw the video. We all saw the video where that cop had his knee on the man's throat for what? How many seconds?
I think what about 18, 20 some seconds like
18, 20 some seconds. That will kill the average person. The only reason why he lived that long or he didn't die sooner than that was because he was a big dude. Another thing, you do know that was not the first encounter that him and that white cop had. They had a few other encounters because they both did off-duty security work at a club. See, people come in the chat typing all kinds of nonsense and don't know what the hell they damn talking about. The man died from suffocation because the guy's knee was on his damn neck. Get your facts straight. Don't come in my brother chat typing misinformation BS.
Hey, hold on, buddy. He cool though. He cool. Come on up,
I mean,
DC.
he
Let's
cool,
go.
but he in here typing
Hold up,
misinformation,
fam.
man.
What you say? What you say? Hold up. I ain't hear you say nothing. Repeat everything you just said, because I ain't hear none of that.
Hello,
Go ahead.
DC.
Go. Shoot. Go.
Wait,
Talk.
wait,
Say what you said.
wait a
Let's
minute.
go.
First of all, bro, the
All right. Go.
autopsy said he died from suffocation. He didn't
Bruh,
die
you
from
can't
he
talk if
didn't
you
die from no
suffocate.
damn
You
fentanyl.
cannot talk if you
He did not
suffocate.
die from no fucking
Bro,
fentanyl.
look
Fool.
it up, nigga. If
He
you
didn't
can't
die from no
if
damn
you can't breathe,
fentanyl.
you can't say a
One at a
word.
time. One at a time.
If
One at a
you
time.
can't breathe, you can't
Broke
speak.
dancing ass clown.
Hey,
Say what?
what?
Hold up,
You
D.
broke
Who is this
dancing
nigga
ass
here?
clown.
Hey, yo, where
Hold on,
you
hold
live
on.
at, bro?
Hey,
Hey, yo,
hold
where
on,
you
hold on,
live at?
hold
You
on,
near
hold on.
me? We can talk face to face.
Hold
Hold
on,
up,
hold
hey,
on,
I'm in
hold on.
North Carolina. We can talk face to face,
Hold on,
Playboy.
hold on,
D-Truth,
hold
this nigga
on.
don't know who the fuck he talking. I ain't disrespect you,
Wow.
nigga.
DC, on my note.
Fuck me. Yo,
Just
yo. Hey, yo,
a
I'm in North
conversation.
Carolina, fam. You
Chill
can come
out.
meet me.
Chill out, chill out.
Chill out.
You can
Chill
come meet
out.
me,
My note,
Playboy.
chill out,
Chill
chill
out.
out. My note,
Who
chill
Chill.
out.
the fuck is
Please
this nigga
chill.
talking to?
Hold
Wait.
on. Hey, hold
Oh
on,
my
hold
Yo, who the
God.
fuck? I don't even
on.
know
One
this
at a
dude.
time.
Yo,
One,
fam, I
Oh
don't
my
even know you,
God.
dog.
hey,
I
Oh
don't
my
even
God.
know you, nigga.
hey, hold on. This is the
I
panel.
don't even know this
What?
dude, bro.
You up here got
You
you
Go,
would
hey,
up
never
here
hold on.
got
say that to my
What?
face,
you up
fam.
here
You would
you up
never say that
you
to
up
my
here
face. You would never say that to my
you up
face.
here licking you up
Everybody.
Nigga, you wouldn't drop this
I'm
dude,
finna go to
D-Truth.
a commercial.
Yo, drop this
I'm finna
dude,
go
bro.
to.
I know
Commercial.
Nigga,
Commercial.
you
Hold on.
will
Commercial.
never say these
know
words
you
to
ain't
me in
gonna be
my
a
face.
coming up
You
here
would
Put
like
never
music
speak
on.
to me like
type of
this.
time.
Ever. Nigga,
Oh my God.
Commercial cool everybody off.
yo, you will never say them words to
DC,
me. Never.
Hey,
One thing
Never. I'm in North
I don't
Carolina,
everybody,
nigga, Raleigh. Take a zone
everybody,
trip and find the fuck out.
please,
Fuck you talking to?
this is my panel.
Put the music. Put the music on. Put the music on. Put the music on.
Nigga,
ain't no real
I'm in North Carolina, fam,
Oh my
Raleigh. Meet me.
God.
Raleigh, North Carolina, meet me.
From the
Meet me.
streets to the screen, we keep it.
Hey, both of y'all, it's everybody opinion.
Word is
It's
born. Your
everybody
man
opinion.
started talking
That's
crazy
a
to me.
lie. That's
Your
a
man
lie.
started
All
talking
of us
crazy to
seen
me.
the fucking video. Gave your opinion. That's a
Yo, this
lie.
nigga start
I
talking
wasn't
crazy.
finished.
Nigga, I would
I
smack the
wasn't
shit
finished.
out of you,
I
bro.
wasn't finished.
Autopsy was done.
Nigga,
You
I'll
whole
Hey,
smack
ass
the
I
shit
know
out
that.
your faggot ass.
DC,
Why you
calm
think
down.
they lock?
Everybody,
Why you
calm
gonna
down.
be in prison?
Nigga, I'll
Why you
knock you
think
the
that white
fuck
boy
out.
in
Shut your
prison then?
Hey,
faggot
Why
ass
you
up.
think he in fucking prison?
DC,
If it
DC,
was some
DC.
fentanyl, he wouldn't be
Yo,
in
D-Truth,
prison.
this
You
yo, I
wouldn't
don't know
got
who this
convicted,
corny
bitch.
ass nigga is, but you need to drop him.
You
You
whole
need to
ass.
drop this nigga. I wasn't even talking to him.
You a
I was talking
coon,
to
nigga.
y'all two.
I don't respect no coons, nigga.
I don't give a fuck who you
Hold on,
respect, nigga. I'll knock you the fuck out.
Yeah. I'm so
I'm in North
scared.
Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. If you ever
Scared.
here, hit me
You
too.
up
I'll
out
figure
here,
out a way
that's
to
gonna
meet you,
knock
bro.
me out. You probably 3,000. How many? You probably 3,000 miles away.
I'm in North Carolina. You do the math.
It's
I don't know where
easy.
you are. I'm in North Carolina.
I'm
You
walk
do the
you
math.
out. Oh no,
I'm in North
out.
Carolina. You do the math.
You know what? I ain't gonna knock you out, nigga.
I'm in North Carolina.
This is D Truth, and this is 20 East Media Network LLC production. All rights reserved.
It's everybody opinion. I don't want nobody yelling
I
or
wasn't
nothing.
even talking to this nigga.
Hold on, DC.
I
Let me
was
finish.
talking to you two. I was talking
Yeah.
to D-Truth and the young lady on the panel.
Hey,
I don't even know who this nigga is.
Mondo, it's his opinion. We can't get mad at nobody's opinion
Man,
how
I
they
won't
see
man, you
things.
know what? I ain't gonna say nothing to this nigga no more.
Hold on.
Google the autopsy. The autopsy is public records.
Yeah, but
Do I need
Mondo,
to pull it?
country ass.
Do I need to
Mondo.
pull it?
So dumb
Do I
nigga,
need to
yo.
pull the damn
I'm a
autopsy?
little dumb nigga. Shut your dumb ass.
Why is the man in prison then? If he died
Because of the fucking justice
fool,
system, you
why
dumb
the hell
fuck.
why did he get convicted?
Because they needed a race war, you stupid nigga.
Whatever, man.
You's a
couple of
dumb
riots.
nigga, yo.
That was
And I bet
nowhere
you
near
think
no
Trayvon Martin got murdered too,
When
don't
was
you?
the race war?
You don't even know the story with him.
Nigga, you had
You don't even know the story with Trayvon Martin, do you?
dead blacks.
Hey, real
You don't
man.
even know the story with
Hey,
Trayvon
Static.
Martin, do you?
Hey, Static. Man, let's go. Hey, here,
Nigga, shut your punk ass up.
hold on. Hold on. We
Dumb
finna,
nigga. Yo, D-Truth,
hey, hold
I
on. We
was
finna
talking
change.
to
We finna
y'all,
change the whole
D-Truth.
scenario. I'm finna change the whole scenario. I'm finna change the whole scenario.
I was talking to you two. I don't even know who this corny ass nigga is.
Hold on. Let's stick to the set. Let's stick to the set.
Nigga, I'll knock you the fuck out. Find the fuck out, nigga.
Hey. I'm finna end this line. I'm finna end. Hey, y'all, if
Hey,
neither one of y'all be
I'll
quiet.
go where you at.
Hey, hold on. Both of y'all hold the fuck on.
I ain't saying
Both of
nothing.
y'all hold the
I
fuck
ain't saying
on.
nothing.
Hey, Mano, be quiet. Hey, both of y'all be quiet. Please. Let's get back to the subject at hand. Would we accept Candice Owens back in the black community? That's the subject at hand.
Why is she out?
Hey, why is she out? Look at
why
that.
Is she out?
What has she said? What has she stood up?
Cool with her saying Ahmaud Arbery deserved to die. You was cool
nobody deserves to die.
All right. Well, maybe that might be one of the reasons why some people are not going to accept her.
So you believe the story of Ahmaud Arbery running through a neighborhood jogging? You believe that shit?
Oh my
Come
God!
On, so
you
ain't see the video. Come on, hold
one at a time. One at a time.
He can't even have a conversation. He can't even have a conversation. Yo, you
let him finish.
DC,
I could tell you ain't had your father around you. I could tell you ain't had your pops around you. I'm from Jersey, nigga. I'm in North Carolina though, but you can come find out.
Georgia.
Hey, hold on. One at a time.
So let me tell you about
Nigga, I know human beings. What are you talking about?
Hold up, DC.
I know human beings.
One at a time. One at a time. Go
ahead. Let me hear about Georgia. Go.
That happened in one of the most racist districts. Okay.
Why was he there then? Why was he there? I'm from Jersey, nigga. We got racist towns too. I'm not going to jog through Clark, New Jersey. I'm not going to jog through Clark, New Jersey.
Hold on. Okay, all black people are bad, DC. Okay, all
nigga,
right.
You sound dumb. Yo, you immature. Yo, D-Truth, drop this nigga, please. Hey, yo, fam, can you go backstage real quick so I can talk to these people?
Emmett Till deserves
Can you please? Emmett Till? Yo, my father was almost Emmett Till, you dumb motherfucker.
Hey, hold on. One at a time. We cannot hear. We cannot have a. Hey, we cannot.
You can't put him in the back real quick. I don't need to talk to him. I don't need to talk to him.
Let. This only way we're gonna have a conversation.
D-Truth, you know I don't even hit panels, bro. You know we ain't never. I don't hit panels. I really want to talk about this. I don't know this nigga.
Mano, please let him have his.
Drop, bro. Go on the backstage. What's wrong with you? Oh no! Look at this bitch ass.
Hey, Mano, stop, Mano. DC is cool.
I'm not cool with him. Fuck this nigga. Fuck him.
Talk about you being cool with me. You a
nigga,
cool.
fuck you.
Hey, hold up, Mano. Hey, look, Mano. Hold on.
Emmett Till, right? So my father, right? My father's 74 years old, right, nigga? He from his mother from North Carolina. He's in Oxford, North Carolina as a 9-year-old from New Jersey. He went to the bathroom in a white-only bathroom. My uncles had to beg for his motherfucking life, nigga. At nighttime, my whole family had a meeting, went and got the guns and sat on the porch and waited because they knew the Klan was coming. Who the fuck you think you talking to?
Yeah, you probably sided with the Klan.
Hey,
stop.
Country,
You a dumb country nigga.
We're not finna do that. We're not finna do that.
I wasn't even talking to him, D-Truth. I don't even know this nigga.
Listen, hey,
I don't even know this nigga.
Hey, we were not
up here talking to me. You brought your ass up here talking to me.
Nigga, I was on the page. I didn't even see you in the chat, fam. Fuck is you talking about?
Hold on. Hey,
look at you. You sound crazy, fam.
Mondo.
You hopped out there. You saw me typing and you jumped on the panel and talk shit. I was already coming up to talk to D-Truth because the young lady asked me to come up.
Mondo. Everybody be quiet. Everybody be quiet.
Let me ask you this.
But that's your opinion, though, Coon.
Hey, put it away.
Hey, you know what they say? Dumb motherfuckers got to resort to nerd name calling because they can't go past a certain level of education. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in North Carolina, yo. I'm in North Carolina though. You said Georgia. That's 5 hours. That's 5 hours.
Nigga,
We can
look,
meet
nigga.
halfway, nigga.
Look,
We can
nigga.
meet at Murder Beach.
Nigga,
Hey,
if I
hold
see
on,
you at Murder Beach, I don't give a
hold
fuck.
up.
Nigga, meet me at Murder
Hold
Beach.
up.
If
Hey,
you
hold
ain't
up.
That's
Both of
2.5
y'all hold
hours
up.
for me, 2 for you,
That-
bro.
I'll pop
You can
a
find the
slug
fuck
your
out.
ass if I see your bitch
Nigga, you
ass,
can find the fuck out. Trust me on that. You can find the fuck out. This nigga Mondo's a bitch.
Hold on,
You
Mano.
gonna say that shit to my
Hey, they
face?
say,
I
hey,
damn sure say it to your face and then smack you right
my,
behind it, nigga.
You a
Fuck you
coon,
talking
nigga.
about?
They hit a nerve in it, bro. You getting all
Mando,
goddamn
hey,
mad,
Mando,
bro. Why
this
you
is
give
not
a
an
fuck?
argument
Why
show.
you give a fuck about what a nigga 5 hours away from you think about you, nigga? You sensitive, emotional bitch.
Oh, okay, no
hold
doubt.
on,
No doubt. No doubt.
hey, Mano,
No doubt.
Give a damn what I think about you.
No doubt.
No
doubt. Yeah, all that. Keep
Put
going. All that. Yup.
put it this way. Put it this way.
You don't know me from a can of paint, nigga. Why
I
the
know.
fuck you worry about what
I'm.
I think about you?
Hey, yo, Mondo. Listen to this.
Why you all
Go ahead, talk.
upset about what I think about you, nigga? I'm one
Talk.
person.
All right, now can I talk?
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
D-Truth, hold up. D-Truth, can I talk? Can I talk?
Hey, Mano, let him say his piece one at a
Hey,
time. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see, one at a time.
Mondo, I'm from one of the. It don't matter where I'm from. I'm 50 years old, nigga, and ain't nobody ever disrespect me to my face, and I'm a nigga that like to start shit. So figure what the fuck out I'm saying
You
to you,
can come
nigga.
up here and tell us anything, sir. I don't
give
know
a. No doubt, you right.
That
You right. That's
sounds
why I
good.
said let's stop talking.
It sounds good.
When I first
But in
hopped up
real
here,
motherfucking
I
life,
said
we don't
meet
know
me. I'm
who
in
you
North
are,
Carolina.
bro. You can come up here and tell us anything. But
Oh.
that sounds
Meet
good,
me.
sir.
The first words to you from me was meet me. I'm in North Carolina.
Hey, but the thing is, fellas, but hold on. See, now this what I didn't want. This is what I didn't want right here, Mondo. You know I didn't want this.
Your man got a third man.
Hold on. This is what I didn't want. Now you know the people watching, bro.
Yo, he played himself.
Hey, it don't matter, man.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
So you got mad. Let me ask you this, Mondo. Since let's talk content. Let's talk content. Let's
Why
move
do you
past
care
that,
about my opinion, bro?
bro. Let's.
I'm one person.
But
Hey, when you go back, hey, Mondo. All I can tell you this:
Why
when you
do
go
you
back,
care what I think?
when you go
Why
back
do you
and
care what
watch
I think
this,
about you, bro?
you'll understand why I popped off the way I did.
Oh,
Because if you was to say any of those words
I
to
would
me in
never
real
say that
life,
in my
you
life,
would
bro. It
not
don't matter
wake
why
up.
you popped off.
What?
You got
You would hit your head on the ground real hard, nigga. I guess you ain't never been knocked out. You ain't never been punched in the face before, huh? You ain't never been punched in the face. I see you one of them niggas.
What?
You ain't never been punched in the face.
But hold on.
I know you ain't never been punched in the face. I know you.
Hold on. Y'all just did something. Hey, y'all just did. Hey, both y'all. Hey,
don't get up here advertising, bro.
Nigga, I know you ain't never been punched in the face. I know you ain't never been punched in the face.
But hold on.
I know that. It's a lot of people like you out here in this world.
DC Armando. DC Armando.
It's a lot of people that ain't never been punched in the face in this world.
DC
A lot of people.
Armando.
Most people ain't been punched in the face.
DC and Armando. Listen, that's what y'all doing. That's why our community is in the shambles it is
because
now.
of ignorance. Ignorance.
Look
Exactly.
at both sides got ignorance. We don't have to come. Both sides got ignorance. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. One says this, one said that, back and forth. No communication. See,
Bruh,
once you had,
hold up, be truth. With that said, I was coming up here to talk to you and the young lady because she invited me up on the panel. So I was like, you know what? Let me go talk because texting all this, I don't want to do it. By the time I come up here, I hear this nigga cursing me out. I don't even
got
know
up
him.
here before you did.
I don't know
I
him.
got up here way before.
I said by the time I got up here, you were cursing me out.
Listen,
listen,
Mano,
I can't talk to that dumb nigga, yo. You's a dumb nigga, yo.
This what I you know, on my show, on my live, right? Everybody got their opinion. Everybody got their opinion. Whether we like it or we don't like it, right? It doesn't matter. So if that would call for calling name, it don't cause that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Does it? Does it cause us into that?
I'm just letting your man know if you want to meet, we can meet. That's
it ain't no meet. It ain't no meet. It ain't no meeting.
You mad?
It ain't no need. I'm not mad at nothing, bro. I'm not mad at anything. I'm not mad at anything.
You knew it together. No, I've been called 10 times worse.
It ain't about being called. It ain't about being called anything. It ain't about being called anything.
It is YouTube.
You would never, nigga.
It
You
ain't
would
that
never
serious,
disrespect
bro.
me to my
It
face,
is not
bro.
that serious.
But why are we still on this? Why?
I promise you some
Because
good
your man ain't never been punched in the face, so he don't know how to have a man conversation. He don't know how to have a man conversation.
Real gangsters
That's
But
why.
don't be on the
I ain't no
internet,
gangster,
sir.
nigga. Ain't
Real
nobody no
gangsters don't
gangster
be
here.
on
I ain't
the
never been
internet.
to jail. I ain't never been to
Stop
jail.
the cap.
I ain't
Stop
never
the
been to jail.
but the thing, let's
never
get back
been
to the
to jail.
subject. Let's get back to the subject at hand.
You're
Without calling no name.
internet
Without
gangster.
calling, I'm
no gangster at all.
I'm finna ask this question of the panel. Everybody
At
get their
all.
opinion.
But dig
Everybody
this.
get.
Gangsters ain't the only niggas that know how to fight. Ooh, yo,
But
this nigga
but hold on. Hey, I'm gonna ask this question. Everybody gonna get their opinion without interrupting
I'm in North Carolina,
nobody.
nigga. You can say whatever you want to my face. I'm in North Carolina. I'm not talking to you.
You a computer gangster.
Hey,
No doubt.
hold on.
I'll
Hold on. I'm saying this right here. I asked this question to everybody on the panel in the chat, right? Everybody' opinion matters. Without calling names or anything else, I just want an honest answer. Your honest answer to this question.
Okay.
Honest answer. Everybody own opinion. No interruption. Cause you interrupt, I'm dropping you.
I'm not interrupting anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Will Candice be accepted back into the black community? Be invited back to barbecues? Yes or no?
Who does the question go to?
Let's go to you new.
Will she be accepted by her own community after what she said?
Yeah. After what she did and said and all that stuff, will she be accepted back in the community?
I believe she would, yes, because everybody should have a second chance, especially when they're saying things when they're hurt or bothered by something, and they might say it without even thinking. So yeah, I'd say she should be accepted. Yeah. Yep.
I'm muting myself. DC, will she be accepted back in the black community?
I don't see why she got unaccepted. The black community embraced Kamala Harris. She ain't black. She's married to a white dude. The black community accepted Barack Obama. He ain't black. He was raised by a white woman. So I don't understand why Candice Owens is an educated woman that sees the trees from the forest. I don't understand why she can't speak her mind if it's true. If it hurts your feelings, that's something you got to deal with. But if she's speaking facts and you could research what she's saying, then you should do your research before condemning her. That's all I was trying to say till this little stupid
Hmm.
ass nigga got on the panel.
You just had to slide that in there, huh, DC?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna disrespect him every chance I get. Fuck him.
But hey, but no, your take. Should she be accepted back in the black community? Be invited to barbecues?
And the thing about it, DC, unlike you, sir, words don't get under my skin.
Answer the
If I
question.
was
Answer
in
the
your
question.
face, you damn sure would be
Answer the question. Hold on.
Okay,
No, I
answer the
said.
question.
Answer the question. I
Answer
said.
the question. Answer the
No,
question.
I said. Answer the question.
All right. Oh, okay. I do agree with DC a little bit. No one should be cast out of their community based on their own opinion.
Hmm.
I feel like the thing about it is I've seen the black community accept non-black folks
Hmm.
that done wrong to them and they accepted them back. Hillary Clinton was a Goldberg. I mean, not a Goldberg, a Goldwater. She was a Goldwater girl. And the
Hmm.
black community embraced her in 92 as the first lady. Remember George Wallace? D-True? Remember George Wallace? He was segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever. But when when he took that bullet and later on in his years, and he started changing and coming up with policies that benefited black people, the black community in Alabama, they accepted him back in and they started voting for him.
So what about Joe Biden? Did the black community accept him?
Same thing. Joe Biden. Oh yeah, bro. I agree.
Why would you accept him? Why would you accept him? Why would the black community accept him? Let me talk real quick, then I'll let you go.
I wasn't
George,
even done, bro. Goddamn. Go ahead,
no
man.
doubt. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead. Finish.
I
Go
wasn't
ahead,
even
finish.
done, bro.
But
But
I
you're
got
right about Joe Biden.
I got a perfect example. Bill Clinton.
What about Bill Clinton?
Hey, you remember when our senior hall show was all out and black people sports a senior hall? And guess what? Oh, they were saying, oh, he was more black than somebody else. Remember they said that about Bill Clinton?
Well,
he had rhythm. That's what they're trying to say.
Well, Bill Clinton policies did a lot of damage to the black community, welfare reform, and
Can I ask y'all
the
this?
crimes bill.
Why would you think any white person has the best interest of a black community? Why would you think that? Malcolm X said the white liberal is the worst type of person to the black community and even worse to America. So why would you think any white person on planet Earth has your interest at their heart?
Well, why did you lead off? Why did you reference a white liberal? Why you didn't say both, a white conservative?
Because the Democratic white people are liberal.
Well, the Republican is a lot of
a Republican is a conservative. I'm a conservative. My views align with the Republicans' views.
The thing about it is, bro. The thing about it is, they both full of shit.
No doubt.
That's why I'm an independent.
No doubt. That's why I don't vote.
I don't claim no set. You see,
I don't vote.
When Negroes say, well, my conservative plantation is better than your liberal plantation, you sound like them old slaves.
Only a Negro lets himself stay on a plantation. I'm not on a plantation.
Everybody gets their own opinion. Stop it.
We're not on a plantation. That's a plantation of your mind.
Look,
your mind is on a plantation.
You know what your problem is, bro? You talk too damn much, bro. You don't let.
Hey, I like to talk. I like to talk about shit I know what I'm talking about.
Here's a follow up right here. Here's a follow up. Here's a follow up right here. I said this on Civilized, right? I said this on Civilized, right? It's only we walk around here like we're free, right? It's only one thing in this world that's really free. If they could put money on it, we would be paying for it. That's oxygen that we breathe.
Ain't free. That ain't free. That ain't free.
Yeah, but we pay. Look, if we look, only thing about daddy
ain't nothing in this life free. Nothing.
But we're not paying for oxygen that we breathe. We would step outside and all that stuff. Everything else we're paying for. That's what I'm saying, right? But at the same time, we walk around here like we're free. But guess what? In our community, y'all can agree with me or disagree with me. Some of our folks, I'm going to tell you, DC and Mono, y'all got a mind on y'all. Y'all got a mind on y'all because y'all are very strong-minded. You know what I'm saying? Y'all very strong-minded in y'all opinion. And some of our people out in our community, they are still enslaved in their mind. Am I right or wrong?
Majority of the community is enslaved. You're right.
Yeah. And think about it. Me, you knew, Armando, and yourself, DC. We go talk to people. We go talk to our community. They go look at us like we crazy, won't they?
The truth. I'm from the hood, yo. I'm from
I already know.
I lived on a blood block. The one thing that I had in my goal was to move my children out of the fucking hood. Now I got a fenced-in yard. I own a boat. My kids got their own bed. Like, I wanted to get away from the black community because the black community is not. I mean, I don't even know what it's so dysfunctional that we can't even keep it 100 with each other. Like we. I mean, I'm just saying, like, we co-sign everything. Like, how many people agree with Carmelo Anthony? Nobody should be standing with him, but everybody is. That makes, I mean, not everybody, but that makes no sense to be standing with him. Yeah. But the black community is standing with him. Explain that. Explain why.
I'd like to take that, Mondo. I don't even know explain what's going on with Carmelo Anthony.
Man, I ain't even gonna let him have that one. I'm
Why
gonna
not?
let it. I'm not even
You
gonna.
got an opinion on that?
Man,
Speak
7
it.
o'clock, man. I ain't even bro. Okay, that's your
Oh,
opinion, man.
so
I don't.
you stand with Carmelo
Now I
Anthony?
know what
Okay.
page you
So I'm
on.
gonna tell you this.
Now I
I'm gonna
know
tell you
what
this.
page you on, brother. I'm not even gonna rebut that. I'm gonna
What
let
page?
you have it.
Nigga, I'm a father. That's what
what you
page
are.
I'm on.
You are what
A
you are,
boy
bro.
took a
I'm
kid's
accepting
life.
that, bro.
I'm
You
a
are what you
father,
are.
nigga.
That's Oreo talk, bro. Yes, Oreo talk.
Oreo, nigga. I'm a
That's Oreo
motherfucking
talk,
father of 7 black children. You
bro.
dumb
I don't give a
motherfucker.
damn. Clarence Thomas got black kids, bro.
Yo, this
Don't make
nigga
you
here,
intellectual.
This nigga here,
Don't make you
yo.
intellectual.
Hey, yo, D Truth, mute him because he's ignorant. I can't talk to
here's
the.
the question.
This nigga's ignorant. This nigga's ignorant.
But here's the
This
question.
nigga's ignorant. Yo,
But here's the
Carmelo,
question.
let me speak on Carmelo Anthony, and you could chime in with your ignorant ass statement.
Okay.
The
Let's hear it.
dude packed a knife, right? Did he pack a knife to go to a track meet? Yes or no?
Okay,
Yes
go
or
ahead.
no? Did he pack a knife to go to a track meet?
Trainers don't carry knives in their bags.
Oh shit! So Carmelo Anthony was a 16-year-old trainer, 17-year-old trainer for who?
What kind of knife, bro? What kind of knife?
A
Was it
knife
a
that
butcher
stabbed the
knife?
boy in the heart and killed him, nigga. What you talking about?
Why did he stab him? What led to that?
Because it was okay. So did he pull the knife out of his bag that he packed and use it?
Why did he feel the need to pull
I
out a
have no
weapon?
idea why he was afraid of white boys.
Hold up?
I have no idea why he was afraid of white boys.
What did the white boy do to
I don't give a
provoke?
fuck what a white boy do. I ain't got to pull out no fucking weapon to get a white boy up off of me. Are you crazy?
See, the thing is,
Yeah, the thing is, it's two different niggas.
You want to
Me
come up
and
here
you.
and paint a narrative that
What
he's some
narrative am I
black
painting?
thug that's pulling knives out.
He ain't no thug. He's definitely not a thug.
That's what you
He's
coming up
definitely
here
not a
trying
thug.
to portray.
He's definitely not a thug. I just said he wasn't a thug.
Tell the whole story, sir.
What's the all right? You tell me. Educate me then. You go. You go then. I don't know what the whole story is. Apparently, you tell me.
So while you okay, so you saying you don't know the whole story. You heard
you
heard
told
what
me
he
I
just
don't,
said.
so I'm waiting to hear from you.
Hold on. I didn't bring it up. You did. So you knew. You just
No
heard
doubt.
what he just said. He didn't know the whole story, right? Did he or did he not just say
Nigga
that?
sound like a LeBron James fan. Yo.
When you asked him, he said he didn't know.
Okay. D-Truth, he said he didn't know the whole.
But
why are you going to give an opinion on something?
I'm not giving an opinion. Is it not fact that he put a knife in his book bag before he left the house?
Why you give your opinion on something you don't know the damn story?
Is it fact that he put a knife in his book bag before he left the house? Is it a fact?
You know half the story.
Nigga, is it a fact?
You just admit it.
I'm asking you a question.
But
is it a fact that he packed the knife?
See what
I mean? Like, yo, this is why the black community suffers because we got so many ignorant, dumb niggas. We got so many. Oh my God, yo.
Hey, but DC do have a point, Armando. I'm going to. I got to call it a spade. He do have a point. If you go to a gym, why are you packing a knife?
Why you bringing a weapon? Exactly. I don't care what you're going to do. If you're going to play a sport, why you bringing a weapon?
That is a good question. You see what I'm saying?
So he brought a knife to a fist fight, basically.
You can't bring a knife to high school. You can't bring a knife to high school class.
Period.
Right? Was this not a high school event?
Yeah. It
right. So why the rule change? Why the rule change?
My point is, why did he pull the knife out in the first
place? Because okay, so look, I was an athlete, right? Look, dig this. I was a 17-year-old athlete before, right? I played basketball in high school, right?
And I want to hear the story about.
I can't even talk, yo. You dumb as hell. Yo,
But hold on, hey, Mondo.
No, cool.
Hold on. See, it ain't the question about what happened before he stabbed him. The question is, and I'm still stuck on this. This is what I'm part of. Still, forget what happened at the school. Why did he put it in there in the first place?
Exactly.
That is the point that we got to get to.
Exactly. That right there. If he never packed the knife, that would have never happened. Period.
Right, but
he wouldn't have. Dig this. He wouldn't even sat. Listen, he wouldn't even sat under that team's tent if he didn't have a knife. I bet that. I know who you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about now. I bet that.
I know
Wait,
I know what he's talking about now. I did a story on this. The
is that
same
the
one that
one,
said,
the black
yeah,
kid that stabbed the white kid?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah. I
yeah.
know
I
what you're
bet
talking
that
about.
if he didn't have
Hey,
that knife, he wouldn't have sat under that team's tent. He wouldn't have puffed his chest out and say, "Touch me." I bet that,
but
and his dumb
DC,
ass wouldn't be going to jail now.
Well,
but
I don't know what's going on in other parts of the country, but down here in Georgia, people are not. It's not an uproar. I've seen, it's nothing like other demonstrations. I have not seen not one demonstration
He ain't been
about
convicted of nothing
Carmelo
yet.
Anthony.
He ain't been
It's not.
convicted yet.
It's nowhere near. To make a long
When
story
he
short, it's nowhere near. Hold up. It's nowhere near on the level of what happened to Tamar Rice and what happened to
tomorrow, right? That's the worst thing ever. Tomorrow,
here
right?
on
That's
Tamir
the worst
Rice.
thing ever.
I
And you
don't
guess
like
what? We
everything.
didn't tear the country up for him. The one that we should have tore the country up for, we didn't. You know why? Because his
Bingo.
moms took money and was paid off and asked for people not to do nothing. Like, yo,
Mm.
it's crazy, yo. Like,
Hmm.
this is what I'm talking about.
Which
Like, we
one?
rise up for niggas that we shouldn't rise up for, and the ones that we should
I'm
stand
asking
for,
you
we let them
which
go.
I'm asking you which unaliving that we should have tore the country up over.
He said Tamir Rice.
Tamir Rice.
Tamir
I just
Rice.
said that.
Yeah, yeah.
I just said
Tamir
that.
Rice.
We
Tamir
should have
Rice.
tore the country up.
Yeah, that was a child. That
Yeah,
was a
that was a
child.
child when a cop hopped out his car and shot him within 2 seconds. We should have tore the
Hey,
country up, but
Do
we
you want to know
didn't
why? Do you want to know why? Y'all forget.
because we,
Eh,
nigga, yo, I
hold
can't
up,
talk to
hold
this
up, bro.
dude, D
Hold
Truth.
up. Calm down, man. Calm down.
Yo, you,
one at a time. One at a time.
The
One at a
reason,
time.
the reason why it wasn't an uproar, because you got to remember back then, those events were happening back to back to back to back.
and we
It
tore
didn't
the
happen.
country
It
up
didn't
for
happen
all
in
of them.
spurts.
George
It
Floyd
didn't
was
happen
the
in
last
spurts.
one.
It was happening back
George
to back. I
Floyd
mean,
was the
God
last
damn, man,
one
the nigga don't let nobody
because you
talk.
just said some shit
Don't
that
let
don't even
nobody,
make sense.
dude. The
Let him finish. Let him
Tamar
finish. Let
Rice,
him finish.
dude. The Tamar Rice. You had one with Tamar Rice going on. Then you had the Eric Gardner going on during that time.
That
Then
was
you had the guy in
2014.
Hold up. Then you had the guy in North Charleston that got shot from the back.
Yep.
You had a whole. It was like happening back to back when Obama was in office.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It
so
was
why
like
why niggas why we imagine if Trump
2012,
was in office.
2013. It was
Imagine if
happening
Trump
back to
was in
back.
office.
Huh?
Why was Obama letting that happen? Why wouldn't he stop them cops from doing that?
What
Why?
can
Why would he help the race war to go? Why would he
bruh.
create the great divide in this country that's here now?
So you're
Why?
saying,
Why wouldn't he stop it?
so you're
His
saying
entire
all of that.
second
So you're
term,
saying,
his
so you're
entire
saying,
second term, the
Hold on.
country
Let him
was
so
finish.
you're
Let him
fucked
finish.
up.
saying, so
Let
you're
him finish.
saying Obama is the blame for all of that happening.
I'm saying the nigga was president and
So
ain't do
so
shit
so so
about it.
it's they it's so we can blame what happened in Texas on Donald Trump then.
No, that's a natural disaster, you stupid ass motherfucker. Oh my
Move
God,
the
yo, this nigga
goalpost.
is dumb as
Move the
shit.
goalpost. Okay.
Move the goalpost.
Hey,
That ain't
Move
even
the
the same
goalpost.
shit.
Okay.
You're
but
talking
hold
about a
on.
natural disaster versus
Okay.
a whole term of us getting murdered by the cops.
So those
The
school
fuck are you
shootings.
talking about?
So
How
Charlotte,
could you even
we can
compare
blame
the two?
Charlottesville on Trump then. We can blame
but
Charlottesville on Trump then.
How you gonna blame Charlottesville on
Oh,
Trump?
so nothing that happened under Trump is his fault.
How you gonna
But
blame?
everything,
How are
no,
you
and
comparing?
you just
How
said
are you
everything.
comparing?
You
I
just
see. I
said,
see.
hold up. You just said everything that happened when
Mm.
Obama was president is his fault. But
We
Hey, Brooklyn,
nothing,
how are you?
none of the tragedies that happened when Trump was in office is his fault.
Yeah. But
Obama was president from
Mm.
2012
I'm
until Trump
asking
came in. Hold
you.
up, Nick,
So I'm
yo.
saying no.
hold on. Hold
Okay,
on.
so we go.
Hold on.
So according to your
But
hold up.
Oh
So
man,
according to your logic,
gotta
let's
let
just
somebody
nah, this
finish.
is
blame.
your
Hold up.
logic, yo.
Let's
This
just
is your
blame
dumb, ignorant
everything.
ass
Hold
logic,
up.
yo.
Okay, so we're gonna go by your logic. Everything that happened under when Obama was in office,
I
let's
just
just
talked
blame
about a whole
everything on him.
term.
Hold
You talked
on,
about one incident. I
hold
talked
on.
about a
Let's
whole
hold up.
term.
Let's
A
just
whole
blame
term.
Hold on.
everything. Let's just
Both of
blame
y'all.
Yo,
everything
you's a
on him.
dumb
Let's
nigga,
just
bro. That's
blame
all I can
everything
tell you.
on him that
I
happened.
hope you ain't got kids. I
So
hope you ain't
the
responsible
same
for
rule
lives in
apply
this
for
world.
Trump.
I
Everything that
hope you
happened
ain't
under Trump,
responsible for
every
lives in this world.
tragedy, everything,
I
the
hope you
pandemic,
not
everything that
responsible.
happened under
Hold on.
Trump is his fault
Okay.
too, right?
Hold on. This is what I got to say right here. Okay. He said whatever
We're
happened
gonna
at
play the
that time.
blame game spread on both sides.
But hold on. This is what I got to say right here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with your logic, but here's a real thing right here, Mondo. Here's a real thing, DC. You said it happened on Obama watch. Okay, 2020 when Trump was in office,
We gonna
right?
blame Trump for the pandemic?
Now, put it this way.
Oh, so nothing is Trump fault.
Hold on.
Nothing
Let
is
me.
Trump fault.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay,
I didn't.
nothing is Trump fault.
I haven't finished. I haven't
Hold up.
finished.
Since your little
I
Nothing is
haven't.
fucking.
Trump fault.
Look. I haven't
All right,
finished.
go ahead.
Hey,
2020.
I
hey,
haven't
DC.
finished.
Hey,
Hey,
DC.
no, I haven't
2020.
finished. Hey,
DC.
I haven't finished. I haven't finished.
2020.
Let me
Go.
finish.
We sick, boss. We
Hey,
sick, boss.
Mondo, be quiet, please. Be quiet. I ain't finished. Y'all jumping in for I
Man, be calm
finished.
with the clown, man. Go ahead.
Hey. Don't have fun on my panel because they're gonna have something to talk about.
Hey, look, I'm gonna
It's
tell
the
you this.
same,
Hey, yo,
man.
Mondo, look. The reason you niggas in the South was able to stay slaves so long is because they
Ooh,
thought
he put
like
an
you.
ER on it,
Nah,
too.
because they
Whoa,
thought
my
like you.
God, bro.
Niggas from where
Whoa,
I'm
take your
from, we
profile
stand
soon,
up.
name.
Hold
He put an ER
hold
on it,
up.
bro.
Hold
God
up. We
dog.
stand up to the white man. We
Hey,
don't let white people rule us up
but
north,
hold,
nigga. That's
but hold
only in
on.
the South, playboy. That's
I
only in
didn't.
the
You
South
sound like an
where y'all got
Alabama
told
porch
I,
to use
monkey right
that
now, bro.
bathroom, where y'all
You
got told to
sound like
use
a
that
damn
water fountain.
Alabama
Nah,
porch
nigga,
monkey.
you sound
You
like
a
one of them.
coon,
but
nigga.
hold
You
on.
sound like one of them.
Hey,
You sound like
y'all
if
two.
you
I
ain't got a
didn't finish.
chance,
I didn't
boss,
finish.
let
I
your
did
little
not
Man,
ass
finish
shut your
what
go
I'm about
eat
to
mouth.
say.
cotton.
Hold
You's
on.
a dumb nigga.
Hold on. Both of y'all,
You's a
hold on.
dumb
Your
nigga.
mouth.
Hey, hold on. I did not get to
Stupid
finish what I was
motherfucker,
about to
yo.
say.
Tell
Nigga,
Okay.
answer your
stupid as
mouth.
hell. I don't even know how you
Both
talk
of
like
y'all be
this.
quiet. Both of y'all be quiet, please. I didn't get finished what I was saying.
Nigga, stupid as
See,
hell.
2020, George Floyd,
Right?
Breonna Taylor,
Right?
Ahmaud Arbery, all on
Right?
the Trump watch, right? So
Was that all in the same year? I didn't know that was all
yeah, all
2020.
of us in the same year. All was in the
Okay.
same year.
Okay.
And
See, boss.
Trump was office. Trump was his office. So
Okay.
should we blame that? Should we blame that on Trump like we blame like according to your
It
law?
ain't
Should
your
we blame
fault,
that on
boss.
Trump?
No,
Hold
it's
on.
not according to my logic, right? The reason I said Obama is because white
Trump
cops was
good
killing
white
black
folk.
kids. White cops was
Trump,
killing black kids.
Donald Trump is
White
good
cops
white
was
folk.
killing black kids.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
Obama was this black man that stood for us, he would have
Don't
did
talk
something to
about
stop
my
this shit.
Trump like
But you,
that.
but you see, you know what? Go ahead, bro. I don't even want to
Yeah,
insult you like that, D Truth. I
but
don't even want to
okay,
insult you, bro.
okay. Here's another scenario. All right.
Trump is good white folk.
Hey.
No doubt.
Hold on,
Yep.
Mono. Calm down. Everybody, calm down.
Nah,
This
Mondo
just
a nigga that took a vaccine. I ain't never take one. My kids ain't take no vaccine. See, we don't eat sugar around here, nigga. We
hey,
You
don't
know I
eat
ain't took no
processed food
vaccine.
around here, bruh.
Only
We shop
person
on the
in the family
outside
that
of the
didn't take no
supermarket.
vaccine.
hey.
We
I'm the
shop
only
on the
one. Yeah,
outside of the
This
supermarket.
is thing.
then you the
See,
only two
we've
people that didn't
We
take
go to the farmer's market. You
hey,
live in
vaccine.
Georgia, and
hey,
I bet you go
Hey,
to the supermarket to
it's
get your
just me,
groceries.
bro. It's
hey.
just
Bet
me. I'm
that.
naturally
Bet
like
that.
this, bro. I ain't
Hey,
take
Bet that. Bet
here's the
that.
part. Here's the part. We all could come together right here. Okay. We,
what about Sandra Bland?
All that's
It's her
fucked up.
fault too,
Sandra
you
Bland
knew.
is fucked up.
It's her fault too, you knew. It's her fault
hey,
too.
but
Nah,
but
Sandra
She
Bland
got
was
out the car.
murdered, nigga.
He gonna say she
Sandra
got out the
Bland
car
was
but
to get
hold
murdered.
her
on,
What the
son,
fuck is you talking about?
and get out the car, and she hung herself
You
in there.
didn't hear what he just said, did you? You didn't hear what he just
Nah,
said, did
cause
you?
he a dumb nigga, yo. He's stupid,
Hold
yo.
on, hold on. Say what you just said. What you just
Sandra
said.
Bland was murdered.
Okay, there you
Mm-hmm.
go. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
She
she
was
sure was.
murdered.
Yeah, she
Look
sure
out
was.
on the street
Yes.
snowing
Yes.
outside. What the
Yeah,
What
hell?
happened? Listen, yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
but
So I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this.
uh,
Mondo, that stuff doesn't bother me, yo. That
yeah,
just
it don't
shows
bother
your lack
DC.
of intelligence. That shows
But
your lack of intelligence.
I'm
That's all.
gonna,
So you
I'm
could go
going to tell
ahead
you.
with that. That don't bother me.
I'm gonna tell everybody in the chat and on this panel. Everybody that comes over here got their own opinion. They got their own opinion, and they are intelligent people. They
I don't know,
very
man,
intelligent
yo,
people. They're
bro.
very intelligent people. Hey,
I
this is what
walk
I want right
around
here. This is what I
the
want right
truth.
here.
Oh, go ahead.
This is what I want right here. How do we solve what's going on in our community? I want everybody to answer.
We
Go
can't.
for it, DC.
Y'all look at Candice Owens as an enemy. We
I
can't.
don't.
I'm just saying. Some
I
people
look at
like D
her.
Truth and
Hold
whoever
on.
else said
I
she
don't look
shouldn't
at
be
her as
here.
an enemy. I look at her.
Hey,
I look
Mondo,
at
let
her.
it finish. Mondo, let it finish.
Right.
Let it
You
finish.
look at her, you look at Candace Owens as the enemy, but you'll accept Kamala Harris. That's twisted as shit, bruh. But hey, to each his own.
Go, Mondo. Go.
I don't look at either one of them as an enemy. I look at them as two women. You know, one is a black woman and another one is a Native American woman with, you know,
Nah, she
that
ain't native,
had
bro.
they
She ain't
had
native. She the other
can I
Indian.
finish,
Uh,
bro?
She the other
Can
Indian.
I
Correct
finish?
yourself.
DC,
She ain't
DC,
native.
DC,
She
DC. Let
ain't
it finish.
native. He wrong. Say what's right.
Hey,
She ain't
hold on.
native.
I don't
Hey,
agree with the stuff you say.
She ain't
hey,
native.
hey,
Say
DC, DC,
my
DC,
opinion.
All right.
My
DC.
opinion.
Everybody
It ain't an
opinion. Everybody
opinion.
opinion.
It's a fact. She is a red
Is it
dot Indian.
Native American?
Man,
That ain't native, bro.
bruh,
Red dots
bruh.
ain't native.
Native. She got some Native American in her.
She's
She
an
got some
Asian
Native American.
Indian. Asian Indian.
Go ahead. Finish your statement.
India
So
is
I
on
know
the
you know.
continent of Asia, my man.
So Jamaica's not considered the West
Oh my
Indies.
God. Do you know where
Her
India
father
is?
is
Do you know
Jamaican.
where India
Her
is?
father is Jamaican, bro. That's considered the
Okay,
West
yeah. So,
Indies.
yeah, so she black now, right? No doubt.
I
But
didn't say
Jamaicans don't even call
I
themselves
did not.
black. No doubt. No
No.
doubt. I go with that.
Yeah, they don't. But
I know
But
they
you
but
don't
don't.
like black folks, bro. So why
I
why
know
does
they
it
don't.
you don't like black folks? So why
Yeah,
does
I
it
don't
bother
like black folks, right? My
you?
mom, my
Don't
whole family
you
black, but I
don't
don't like them. You right, no doubt. No doubt. That
I'm
makes
trying.
sense. No doubt.
Hey.
All my kids
But
black, no doubt. No doubt. I don't like them.
I'm trying to get your answer,
I
people
don't like them.
Mondo.
always say we got racism in our own damn community.
Right. Look
But
what happened in
uh,
Chicago. Black people hate black people. What the fuck are you
but
talking about?
okay, okay. You knew?
Yes.
And white people hate white people.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yo, I'm sorry.
Hey,
I wouldn't be cursing like this if this dude ain't ever hop up here. I'm sorry,
Okay,
man.
okay,
He
hey.
all right.
got me in this
But,
mode, and every time I hear his
Hey,
voice, I want to smack this nigga.
you shouldn't let
Every time
nobody
I hear
get
his
up under
voice, I
your
want to
skin
smack this
like
nigga,
that,
yo.
bro.
hey.
If it's this easy to get up under your skin, bro, then you ain't gonna
Nah, you know
last
what pissed me
long in this
off? You
world.
hopped in on my
You will
conversation that I was
you
having with these two
you gonna
people.
fall out for a
I was
damn
having a
aneurysm.
conversation.
You gonna fall out for
Hey,
an
but
aneurysm.
hold
I'm gonna
on,
find
hold
out
on.
what.
Never met a
It
like
doesn't
Hold on, I'm gonna
matter.
find out. Hold up, look, go ahead. What he say? I'm gonna find
my
out what.
opinion shouldn't matter, bro.
Your opinion don't matter, nigga.
All
Fuck
right,
you
then.
talking
So why
about?
you so
Fuck you talking
upset?
about?
Why you
I
so
just told you I don't
I
care
got a
if you
question
call
both for
me
y'all.
whatever the fuck you call me.
I got a
why
question
I
for
don't give
both
a
of you.
fuck about none
Hold
of
on,
that.
before I get to you, new. Hey, hold on. I got a question for both of y'all. Why y'all get search in a? I ain't gonna say an uproar.
Because
Hey,
he got mad at my
But hold
opinion.
on each other opinion.
He felt some type of way about my opinion. To y'all, I was talking to
no,
you two.
I just said you was a liar.
Yeah, but thing about it is, I'm looking at this right here.
So
You
that's
knew.
all you said when you hopped on the panel? Come on, bro.
Man,
But
Penny, keep it real with each other.
that dude
back to the
Penny, keep
question.
it real with each other.
that
Penny,
Back
keep it
to
real
the
white
with each other.
question.
cop would have gotten off like the rest of them.
Hey,
Okay,
Go ahead, D
nah,
Truth. Go ahead, D Truth.
back
like
to the
Michael
question.
Brown
Go ahead, D Truth.
and all the rest.
Mando, answer the question.
Magic
Answer,
Plan and all that walked out,
answer the question.
walked out the door.
Can our community be turned around? Can our community be turned around?
I don't
Can
think
it
Can
be
we
so.
all
turned?
get along?
I don't
Can it
think
be
so.
turned around?
I
Can it
don't
be
Yeah,
think
turned?
our
so.
community. Our
Can I answer
community.
that honestly?
Yeah,
Can I answer that honestly?
yeah.
Not in our lifetime, because of the crabs and the barrel mentality. One thing I will agree with DC on: our community is in the shape that it's in because we are the one race that can't come together and work together
Exactly.
and build.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you will never see it happen in our lifetime.
You exactly. We the one community that will not keep it 100 with each other. We can't
Yeah,
even handle the truth. We'll sit there and go by the no snitching code, and we ain't never commit a crime. How the fuck do that make sense? So
exactly.
we gonna let the thug niggas run around our neighborhoods and fuck up our neighborhoods, and we ain't gonna stop it. We just gonna let it keep going and pray we ain't the next victim. Come on, yo. The black we fucked up because we don't know which way to go. We don't know which way to go.
Strong mind and full of pride.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you another difference too. Another. Okay, so you go to that Walmart over there in Cascade, and if a black woman being attacked, or if anybody being attacked in the parking lot, people will just walk by like they don't see nothing. Won't
Exactly.
intervene,
Yup.
no nothing.
That's right.
Let
That's
that
right.
happen. Let that happen in Rockdale County, or let that happen in Villa Rica. Man, the white folks, bro, they'll turn into
That's
damn
right.
Superman
That's right.
and try to help that woman out.
And why is that? Why is that?
Crabs in the barrel.
Well, we became crabs in a barrel because it was all designed to break us down. The government did that shit back in the 1950s. Like Lyndon B. Johnson said in 1954, I'm going to have them niggas voting Democrat for the next 200 years. He said that. And what did he do? He became president. Then he put in all these welfare shits for the black community, told the black women the only way you get this money is if you kick the fathers out. So now you kick the fathers out so the black women can get money. Kids don't got two parents in the house. And then the government hit the hoods with the fucking drugs. And then they let the drug dealers get rich off the shit, making it seem like it's a way to get bread, making the black community think, oh shit, the drug dealers is getting money. I want to do that. So the little kids is looking up to that shit too. So now you got a whole generation on top of generation of lost people. And that's why we still here today. That's why we still celebrate Cardi B. That's why we still look up to Young Thug and all them dumbass, little stupid ass kids that's walking around here misleading the youth. That's why we got games like Grand Theft Auto out here to keep the kids lost.
It goes back a little. It goes back. I can go back even further than that. People thought, and people, the black community, they was ready to throw Kanye West under the bus when he said slavery was a choice. But he had a point. He was halfway right. There were many opportunities where the slaves could have revolted.
Exactly.
And ended that shit.
And it was black people that told on the other black people. We could have wiped them out, but we chose not to because it was safer, I guess. I don't know what the fuck it was. But for whatever reason, we turned on each other. And that's why we still are the people we are. That's why.
And think about
every time there was gonna be a revolt, guess what? You had a fool snitching.
A Sambo.
You had a fool going to the big house snitching.
Every single time. And that's why they don't tell stories about Nat Turner. That's why they don't want Nat Turner's story to get out there, because they don't want to know that it was black men that bucked the system and almost got away with it.
It was some black folks that snitched.
They don't talk about the black the black Samoans down in Florida. Those are ex-slaves that took over, that became free men because they took over. They don't talk about none of that.
Haiti too.
They don't talk about none of that.
Yeah. Haiti,
right. Haiti is the country that they took over the slave masters. Exactly. But look what happened. They keep Haiti poor.
They ran the French up out of that damn
Let me ask you this. How come Haiti is poor? That shit is surrounded by water. They should figure out how to do industry out there, but they want to keep Haiti poor. They want to keep Africa poor. They want to keep the black people fighting amongst each other. Like, white people ain't catch slaves. The first slave owner in America was a black man, but black people don't know that shit. Most of us don't. Like the black, huh?
I said, and y'all made some great point, and this is the kind of conversation this is supposed to be.
Yeah, but your man shouldn't have got on here.
But now we forget about that. We forget about that. See, and think about the music that
I'm a stay
hey, just think about it. That DC Armando, in the chat. Think about the music. We all over 30-something, or 40, over 40-something. Think about the music we grew up on. Queen Latifah, look how she dressed. Look how she dressed. Sing about unity. Public Enemy.
Bruh. Right, think about unity. Right, UNITY. And then you got MOP or whatever, WAP. Wet ass pussy. Like, what the fuck? How is that a song? How is that a song? And why is that on Fortnite or some dumb shit? Like what are we doing? And as parents, we let this shit fly. Why do they got the gay books in school? Why are we letting this happen? Like, the children are the one. We got to protect our children from the bullshit.
And think about it. I said this on one of I think my last live or live before that, and they were up here. I said the problem is, look here, you got some kid know a whole lyric to a Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B song, but don't know their ABC and don't know no words.
Yeah, it was the last one, the last line. I remember that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't even listen to that garbage, man. I don't either. I turn the station to the old school. I'm listening to 104.1. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to the old school. So I don't even listen to this new age garbage that they got out now. That's why I say all the time. The worst things that these car manufacturers could have did was take CD players out of cars. I wish they put the damn CD players in the cars, man, because man, now you forced to listen to some of that garbage.
Technology destroys society. Like people don't speak no more. This is social life right now. YouTube and Instagram, that's social life. Like people go out to the clubs or go out to like get-togethers, and everybody got their phone in their face. Like the shit is crazy as hell right now, man.
Yeah. And
Thanksgiving dinners, everybody tweeting, everybody.
Yeah, everybody got their phone. Everybody taking
ain't the
pictures.
same
Look
no
at what
more.
I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. Who the fuck care what you doing?
And
Like
then
you
on
don't
top,
gotta show the world what you doing.
and then on top of that, they go on vacation, show how good their relationship is and all that. So I got this, I got that.
And it's all a lie. That's a facade.
It's all a lie.
That's a facade.
Yeah. And think about it. When these, I might know. Remember these houses in Atlanta? These celebrity houses getting robbed, getting broken into. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
What was he doing? Posted that they was out of town, wasn't it?
Yep.
On social media.
That's what happens when you do that. Yeah.
You should never do. You should post your pictures when you get back.
There you go.
But you know who do it? You know who do it? It's us.
It's us. I know you're right.
You don't see, man. You don't see them Asian folks, man, doing that shit, man. They wait till they get back home, and they post, and they don't post them all at one time. They post them periodically. We are the only ones that do that crap, man. We go out, we go downtown, concert, football game, posting our location, pinning our location, pinning your location, pinning your location. Go out of town, pinning your location. That's how folks be getting robbed, man. That's how folks be getting robbed. And together, and that's how they getting caught with their side chicks too.
and they side dude.
Yeah,
they side dude.
It always be the side chick that pull her phone out, going live, and then the wrong person see it. The wrong person see it, and that wrong person get on the phone and call that dude main woman or his old lady.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, there it goes. Drama.
Hey, I'll tell you what I saw. I was seeing the video so many times. This woman got flown out. She looked good. You know how they like to show off the hotel room and outside? She tried to speed by the dude that she was in the hotel with. Dude said, "Oh, don't you try to speed by out here." Guess what? He was Fat Apple.
D-Truth, real quick, I wanted to say what Together said. DC, this is to you. Together said, DC, you burnt out two bullheaded men.
She was talking about you and Ramondo.
That's what she said.
Hey, talking about you and Ramondo, two bullheaded dudes.
Hey.
Hey, but I like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
She's talking about you and Armando. She was not talking about DC. She was telling DC about you two.
Oh, I know the truth. Yeah, I know the truth.
He already know I'm bullheaded. Yeah. What's up, Sniper?
Yeah, I know the truth.
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas?
Oh my God.
Young lady.
He didn't hear what you said, you knew.
Together it's okay. I know conservatives gonna take up
Jenny.
for conservatives.
How are you?
And speaking as an independent, I don't choose no set.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, bro.
I'm a real free thinker.
I'm a conservative. I got conservative.
At the end of the day, I think both of them full of shit. The conservatives and the damn liberals.
I agree.
Hey,
that's why I don't vote.
I got a question. What y'all think about the big beautiful bill? He gonna hurt us or help us?
We won't know. I hear people in the uproar. Saying, "Oh, it's gonna run around like it's the end of the world." We don't know. We don't know. People said the same thing about Reaganomics, the trickle down economics, said it was going to destroy the economy and everything. The thing, we won't really know what this bill, if it's going to benefit the country. We will not know until maybe like his lame duck year.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. The pandemic should have woke everybody up. It should have woke you up to realize that we can't mess with the government at all. So the pandemic should have got you mentally prepared for whatever's coming next, because we didn't know what tomorrow was going to bring us during that time. Looking for a big, beautiful bill to save us or laws to save us. Yes, babe. Hold on, my daughter. Yes.
Okay, so the big, beautiful bill, is that the one about the overtime where you're actually not getting taxed on it?
Yeah.
That's
good. Yeah, it is.
There's no such thing as a perfect bill. There's no such thing as a perfect piece of legislation. There's always going to be in every bill, there's always going to be some pros and cons in it.
Every
Well,
bill
that's
is to help the
no,
government, bro.
huh?
Yeah,
That's what you got to know. Every bill is to help the government, not us.
Yeah, yeah. That's
yeah,
what. Yeah.
yeah. And what's up, Snap? What's your take on just a question that everybody answer? Should Candice Owens be invited to the barbecue?
Should she be invited to what?
The barbecue.
Let me tell you about Candice Owens.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Not
God.
gonna lie,
No. It's not what you think. Candice Owens, if you actually listen to what she says. Now, there's parts of her that I don't. There's parts of things that she says. I'm like, ooh, you set us back 10 years. But then she'll say something you like, man, she really working for it. So she's like she's off and on with me like a light switch. You know, turn it on. I'm like, okay, you good? I can see what you're saying. And then you turn it off. I'm like, ooh, Jesus, why did you say that? She's a very intelligent woman. This is, I think sometimes, you know how you say pick your battles?
Yeah.
Sometimes she picks the wrong battle to go after.
Yeah, but isn't that considered her opinion?
Yeah, but again, there's certain things that you have, your opinion can really make who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say she should pick her battles, because some things she say, like we're doing right now, or what we did in the past, is us colored folks will look at her and be like, why would you say that?
That's the problem with color. That's the problem with us. We live in the past, yo.
Yeah, I'm saying
We ain't learning from our past. We living in our past.
Exactly. But you know, and then again, like I said, then there's a good thing. There's times when she's like, and when she says something to you, like, man, hey, you putting us on the map. You know what I'm saying? So I would invite her to the barbecue, but I'm still putting her at the kiddie table.
I'm done.
My thing is, Sniper.
Hey, hold up, Sniper. So you inviting Kamala Harris to the cookout?
Kamala Harris is going to be in doing valet parking.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, DC. That's not really a good example, man. Because
you inviting Barack Obama? Barack Obama invited to the cookout?
To be honest with you, DC, they never really was accepted by the black community, man. If you go
Obama
back to the early,
worship.
Hold on, let me finish, brother. Calm
Okay.
down. Let's go back to 07. Let's go back to the beginning of 2008. And a lot of what I'm about to say is it's gonna come back to you. In the early part of 2008, man, the black community was pro Hillary. In the early part of the primary, they wasn't effing with Obama. They were saying he ain't black enough. He ain't really one of us. They didn't really get behind him until Bill Clinton made that dumb comment in at the South Carolina primary. I'm talking about the black Democrats together.
You know
I'm
what's
not
funny?
talking about conservatives.
I have never casted a vote in this country's election except for that year. And the only reason I voted was because I didn't want Hillary Clinton to become president, because I know who Hillary Clinton is. I know I know she's Dixie Mafia. And if you don't know who Dixie Mafia is, you should look that up.
Yes.
I know that.
But here's the deal,
I just would have never
you
said that out loud.
I'm just saying, I know that.
So
I wasn't gonna say it out loud. But hey, you go
did.
right ahead, bro.
You said that because you just didn't want her to be, and I didn't vote for the young lady neither. And I did vote for Kamala.
Why? So you invited her to the cookout?
Okay, but
she ain't valid.
But here's the deal. I did the same thing you did, though.
What's that?
I did the same thing you did. I voted for Kamala because I didn't want to see Trump in the White House.
How? But you knew what you was gonna get with Kamala Harris, yo. You knew under her the country was in terrible.
Wait. I got this, Mondo. I got this real quick.
Either way, we was in trouble. But you knew what you just got out of. You knew what we were still living when she was vice president.
But here's the thing. We are seeing what we got into with all these folks voting for Trump, because Trump, he told you what he was going to do, and he is doing it.
What you mean?
What you mean, bro?
What
That's
you
a
mean?
hey DC. How about this right here?
I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote.
Oh,
Like I told you, I don't vote.
it sounded like you did though when you asked these
It damn
questions.
sure did.
I'm asking because I'm genuinely
Yes,
asking. I didn't vote.
yeah,
I told you I voted one
he
time.
Hey,
I
but
told you I
it's like
voted one time.
it's
But
like
so
this right here. Go ahead, Stack.
so, but again, Trump said he was going to start just removing everybody from it. It didn't matter
He
if you
never
was
said
brown,
that. Come
black.
on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. See, y'all watch too much CNN and MSNBC, yo. That's that misinformation shit.
No,
He
hey,
ain't never
first of
say
all,
he was
hey,
deporting
okay,
everybody.
DC,
He ain't never
DC,
say he was deporting everybody. And
DC.
my hold up, dig this. My sister-in-law is full-blooded Mexican, can barely speak English. So yes, did I worry about that? Yeah, but he ain't say he was deporting everybody. Don't do that. That's the shit that the internet is trying to do.
You are delusional.
How in the
Because
hell
he
am I
did say,
delusional?
hold on, bro. You said what you. Let's debate this out real quick. I don't know if you know who I am. My name is Sniper. I'm a military dude, and I also do a lot of research. So, and
Okay.
I pay attention to stuff. Hold on.
Okay.
So, anyways, he said, you look at the numbers of people that he has deported so far, and some of those people got legal rights to be here.
You talking about that one dude that was MS-13? Don't say him.
Nah,
So,
it's a whole bunch of them.
a small, so
It's
only
a lot of
one
people,
people,
bro.
I don't know of
you
people
know what?
getting
I'm not
deported
gonna,
that
you know what?
And he just
Hey,
got rid of birthright citizenship, bro.
because he should. It was entitled for slaves. It wasn't entitled for people coming over here having babies. Those are called anchor babies. That's what
so
messes up a
again,
country.
you voted for Trump because
No, I did not vote.
you
He
had
said
to.
I
Because
did
you're
not vote.
defending you defending the dude
I'm not
because
defending it. I'm American. I hope
I
he
am
has
too.
America in
Hey,
his best interest. And
I
getting
am more
foreigners out of
American.
our country is
Together,
the
you
best
got that.
interest for us.
Both parties support that. Both
So
parties have
sniper,
locked in.
sniper, can we
Both
go to
parties.
another country and just
Both
chill?
parties
Can we go over to Canada and say, oh, I'm gonna get me an apartment, I'm gonna live here from now on? Can we do that?
If you do
Yes or
if you
no?
do
I'm
it
not
properly,
asking for anything other than yes or no.
if you listen, if you do it properly, but
I ain't saying okay. So
listen to me. Listen to me. You asked a question, and you asked a question.
Let
me
him answer.
finish.
Let him finish the answer. Go ahead,
you just
Okay. Hey,
said
Sniper.
listen.
properly. That's that we already got off topic because all these illegals ain't doing shit properly. What we
No,
talking about?
but here's the deal. This is where the mess up is. I'm not talking about the ones that come over here and start a whole bunch of ruckus and murdering or off life
Nick,
and raping and stuff
if
like
you
that.
didn't do it properly,
DC,
you're
hey,
illegal.
bro, hey, don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me.
Why not?
Let him finish. Let him finish.
I'm not talking about the people that's coming over here doing illegal stuff.
Coming over the border is illegal.
Okay, hey, y'all.
I just asked you, could we go to Canada and chill?
Hey, but listen,
That's a
I'm gonna
yes
tell
or
you
no
what.
question.
If you will sit back and learn something real quick, I will explain.
But I got
If
something
we
here.
can't go to
Wait,
Canada,
hold on. I gotta answer this question real quick. Do you know how long it takes to get a green card for the people who actually are applying for it? And
I
you know
just
how
told
many
you my
people?
sister-in-law is Mexican.
I
know. I seen her go through the
I don't
process.
care if
I seen her go through the
she's
process.
Venezuelan. Listen, you got to learn how to.
I don't gotta learn to do shit. What the fuck?
Go ahead and finish your statement because I got something to say.
Go ahead and say it, D-Truth, because I'm not going to talk to this.
Here we go. Here. Hey, listen. Everybody worry about the bottom of the border, right? This man lived in California, married to the woman, and she went through the process of get her citizenship. And guess what? ICE picked her up. She is somewhere in Texas. They finna deport her back to Canada. But that's a twist to it. It has been allegedly she keep coming from Canada illegally, right? So it ain't just the south of the border. And some of these people, hey, it's just the border. But some of these people that is being detained is going through the process of getting their citizenship and getting snatched up. You see what I'm saying? And
that's what I was trying to explain.
Yeah.
So how long have they been here illegally?
Because DC's wife, cousin, sister is full Mexican. That it makes it okay.
And she swam across the river to get here.
Okay, and
I know her struggle. Is all I'm saying. I could relate.
But that's what I'm saying. You asked the question. So the answer to your question is, we can go to Canada and we'll get our green card faster than we do in the United States. And once we get there and we're in the process, we're not going to be deported because we got that leniency because we are trying to do the proper thing and doing it.
Okay,
These
Sniper,
folks, there's folks who are, there's
So,
folks
Sniper,
who, like DC said, there's folks like DC said, or not DC, D-Truth said, is that they're going through the process and they're waiting because it takes 9, 12, 15 months to get to go through the process because there's so many of them, and then they getting snatched up and going back.
Okay. So let me ask you this: what about the 2 million gotaways, the 2 million that they don't know shit about, that's in our country? How many? Hold up, you was military. Hey, Sniper, you was military, right? How many military members do we have active?
Can I say something?
Like 1.7 million, right?
Yeah, it's probably a lot.
Right. Okay, so look, there's 2 million gotaways. That means undocumented. They have no idea who they are, but they know they came across, right?
But let me ask you.
Hold up. I just
go ahead. Finish, DC.
Oh, so
you got
the 2 million. You got the 2 million gotaways. The military age men. You've seen all the military age men that was coming into our country, right? So the 2 million gotaways. If a fraction of that is military, are we in trouble? If 500,000 is military, are we in trouble?
Have we been in trouble?
I'm asking you tomorrow, if they ring an alarm and 500,000 of them 2 million turn into military niggas with guns trying to take over shit, are we in trouble as Americans?
Hell no.
Nigga, you crazy as hell. That's a standing army inside your wall.
How you think
the Trojan horse?
Hold on.
Oh my God, yo, the Trojan horse worked because they got the military inside the gate.
Do you know anything about our military?
I know how the Trojan horse work, nigga. See, here you go, man. Stop talking, yo.
No.
This dude is dumb. I can't talk to you. I know how the Trojan horse worked. I know how the Trojan horse.
One thing you're not going to do, DC, and I'm going to be 100 with you. And one thing you're not going to do is you're not going to disrespect anybody on this doggone panel.
Hey, but hold on. Sniper, I got this. Sniper, I got this.
Imagine me letting a man tell me what I'm gonna do.
But hold on. Everybody hold on. Hey, Sniper, hold on. Like I said before, everybody got their own opinion. You do not have to agree with their opinion.
No, it's not about the opinion, D-Truth. I'm talking about he ain't gonna come up here and say,
dude, because hold up, Sniper. If you this guy here, you shouldn't talk. You should not talk, yo. If you didn't see the beginning of this, you shouldn't talk.
I mean, you
if you ain't see the beginning of this, you shouldn't talk. You ain't see the beginning, you shouldn't talk.
Hey, hold on.
That's all I can tell you, fam. If you ain't see the beginning, you should not.
Hold on. Some peace, please. Can we have some peace?
Thank you.
You brand new to this.
You brand new to this conversation. How about that? How about that? You brand new to this conversation.
Y'all being disrespectful to the host.
Hey, I said, everybody's opinion matters. It don't matter if you agree with it or disagree with it.
Okay.
No name calling, no none of this. Cause one thing, go ahead together.
I want to say something. Okay, and
if I get disrespected, I'm a disrespect.
Disrespect back, exactly. You can handle your own, so you don't need.
Hold on.
You don't need.
Hold on. Y'all just cut out. Hey, y'all just cut out together. That was disrespect, right? Hey, hold on.
Exactly. I know who I'm talking to.
Hey, hold on. Armando. Hold on. Hold on together. Hold on. Let me say that together. Armando, Sniper, and DC. Y'all just disrespected together because she was talking.
I'm sorry.
Okay, what I want to say is this. Everybody has their opinion about the illegal immigration. When you look at Title 8 on the government law, we're not talking about state law. We're talking about the whole country's law, Title 8 states that if there is anybody here that is illegal, if it's a governor, if it's any type of official, if it's just a regular citizen, anybody, and you knowingly are harboring an illegal immigrant, you are supposed to be in jail for 20 years. So let me explain this to you guys. A lot of these people, all right, because I've worked in so many different areas, and I know a lot of people, and I pay attention and I listen to conversations, okay, because I used to love to go out. And so you have people here that say, I'm in the middle of, getting my papers. But the problem is this: I know people that has been here 30 years. And when Donald Trump started speaking the first time on putting the illegals out of America, then they raced to the post office
Exactly.
and to these other places to try to start the process. Because when you
Exactly.
come here, they give you a court date.
And
Now,
they
I
miss
have a
that.
friend that just recently got her immigration status. And she said when we first got here, and she's from I think Guatemala. She said what happened is they gave us a court date. And she said when they gave us that court date, they gave them certain paperwork and they gave them certain rules that they were supposed to abide by. They said a lot of people that was there with them that were given court dates, she said none of those people showed up.
Exactly.
None of them.
Exactly.
Because what's happening, and I'm gonna tell you something, like everybody is crying and hoopla out here in California. Let me tell you something, and I never told you guys this. An illegal immigrant got a hold of my social security number, and she had a whole lifestyle set up under my name,
Damn.
and she couldn't speak a lick of English. I told everybody a lie, but I'm gonna tell you, this woman had me in debt over $300,000 worth of stuff I didn't even purchase.
Damn.
And what she was about to do was skip town. But let me tell you how good God is. I pulled my credit report because I wanted to purchase me a car. This is how I found out, because I kept saying, why am I keep getting denied? Why am I keep getting denied? So when I pulled it up, I looked, and the first place the Lord said, call the cable company. I'm like, for what? So I called the cable company and I told them I didn't have cable because you had to put that satellite in my apartment building at the time. My owner would not allow anybody to put satellite on the roof because he said that the roof needed to be fixed and it would be too heavy. So I had just finished signing my lease, and I had lived in that apartment building for like 10 years at the time. And so the guy was like, well, have you ever lived in Bellflower? I'm like, I don't even know where a Bellflower is. So he said, hold on a second. I could still hear his conversation. And he said, can you fax me over? I said, matter of fact, I just finished signing a new lease. And he said, okay. So I sent him the information. He was like, may I call the owner? I said, call the owner. And he put me on hold, and I waited for like 5 minutes. And the owner told him, I had been living there for 10 years. We have on-site managers that see me coming in and day out. So there's no way that I could possibly, live in Bellflower and there at the same time. And so he said, is there a dispatcher? And I heard the guy say, well, yeah, I'm down the street. I was trying to eavesdrop on the address because I was going to go beat her up, but he wouldn't let me hear it. I was going to go whoop her ass, for real. I was going to go beat her ass. So what he did was I said, what's her address? He said, hold on. He said, she a wildfire. I had to send him my ID too. And he like, wait a minute, you're not Mexican. I said, oh, really? He was like, oh, really? And so what he did was he put me on hold, and he told the dispatcher. The dispatcher went to the door, and then he let me hear. And they asked her, is your name such and such? She was like, yes. She spoke no English. She had gold teeth in her mouth. She was a short lady. And he said, well, this don't match the ID I'm looking at. And this don't match the signature I'm looking at on the ID that's on her application. And so what he did was he said, I'm going to do you a favor. He said, because this is ridiculous. He went and he sent all the letters out to all the major credit bureaus and let them know that I was a victim of identity theft, and the lady had an apartment set up in my name. I mean, he did me a solid. Do you hear me? That lady had me on almost 300,000, and they wiped that out because he was a big CEO of one of these direct TV companies.
Yeah, and that's
In
good for
MacArthur
you.
Park. Yeah, in MacArthur Park, where they see the horses and stuff. I don't know if they're showing it to you guys or not, but MacArthur Park is where the illegal Mexicans go, and they have people that work in doctor offices, and the people that work in the doctor offices sell them our social security numbers. And
Exactly.
so
Yup.
what's happening now is that the National Guards is down there, and they're busting all of those people. And Karen Bass, she knows all about it. So now she's under federal investigation because she was stopping them from you know, busting those illegal immigrants. And not only that, these people are not getting their citizenship. They're doing quinceañeras, they're buying brand new cars, they're doing
Yup.
all sorts of
Taking
barbecues.
businesses, taking people's
And let me
businesses and everything.
right. And so what happens is, now that Donald Trump is in office again, they feel scared. But the Mexican people that did it the right way is like, well, it's not fair. It's not fair, because how is it that, out here in California, there are so many capable black people, and they did the lawns and stuff. They was out there picking fruit. They was out there doing all these factory jobs. And as soon as the Mexican people came in, no hate to them, but as soon as they came in, a black man even said it, because he's a business owner. What they do is they get into those jobs and they
Take
start
less money.
lying on the black people, and they're getting the black people fired, and then they bring in their cousins. So every fast food joint out here, you don't see no black people. If you see a black person, they're there probably 1 or 2 weeks, and they're getting rid of them. So this is why it's such a problem. And if you come to America, you're supposed to not depend on government assistance. They're
That's right.
lying
You're
and
supposed to
saying
be straight.
that
Yup.
they're saying that these people are not getting government assistance. Man, when I go to the store, I look at these women, they have like 3, 4, 5 shopping carts full, and they're sliding EBT cards all day long, all day long, all day long. And then they go out on the street corner and cook the food with the
And
EBT,
then they
change
selling
it
it.
for cash. Yeah, exchange it for cash, and then they turn around and open up a restaurant.
Yup.
So you tell me, how come the American people can't do the same thing without being busted, without being cut
Exactly.
off? These people are lying. They're married. Like, one girl was married. Her last name was Garcia. Her husband name is Garcia. So Garcia got like 6 children by one man. And how is it that she keep having babies and she ain't got no man at home, and she's steadily getting money?
Right.
It's
But
not the people here in California that keeps voting. We're trying to get these people out. But I'm telling you, it's somebody that's super powerful that agree with this stuff that's going on. And and I sent you guys some text messages. We want them people out of here so bad, but somebody is keeping them in office. They have an agenda.
It
They
is an agenda.
take over
It is an agenda.
America, but they don't read the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo and the other treaties under it that said that we bought this land outright. They owed Mexico owed America
Right.
three
We didn't
point
steal
something
it.
$million,
We
and
bought it.
they gave us land in order to kill their debt. So how
Yeah.
can you say this land is stolen when we paid
We
for it? You
paid
can't.
for it. Exactly.
Armando sells me a car, and I fix it up. Armando, I sell Armando my car, and Armando fix it up, and I'm like, oh damn, that car look tight now. I want my car back. How I'm
Right.
gonna take something that I sold to him?
yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Great analogy. That's a great analogy right there.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. What they doing? What's also in I think in one of the Georgia laws now, or federal law, what's going on now, is that if you get EBT now, you're gonna have to work at least 20 to 40 hours a
As
month.
you should. There should not be any welfare
That's a,
recipients, lifetime welfare recipients. It
Okay, I
shouldn't
got
be.
something better than that. The
go
governor
ahead.
out here, because they're doing all those immigration raids, right? So our gas is high already, correct?
Yeah. Ooh.
So he charged us an extra 69 cent now. because he said the Mexicans that are illegal are scared to go to work. So that extra 69 cents that they're charging us is going to provide free rent, food, and everything else for the ones that are scared and illegal. So now we're fighting that. So that's why Donald Trump is like, I'm about to go ahead and get you. And if Kamala, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm going to tell you something what people don't know. When Kamala Harris was here in California, some kids were missing school because they were sick.
And she locked the parents.
They had doctor notes. One little girl had like a terminally ill
terminally
disease,
ill in the hospital,
and the mother had, the hospital was contacting the school. They was sending her homework and everything to her, and tutors and all kinds of stuff.
And the mother did a year in jail.
Kamala Harris tried to make an example out of that woman and the other women, and the kids were really sick in the hospital. These were not kids that was just saying, oh, I'm sick. They had blood work to prove that they had terminal illnesses. Some had cancer and they couldn't stay in school because they were taking harsh meds. Kamala Harris and these were black kids. These were not white people. She targeted the black people, and she put all those mothers in jail and put those kids in foster home. And some kids were not able to get medical help the way that they needed to. And then she put this black dude in jail, and she had all the proof
that he was
her
innocent.
That her boss told her to fix it right now. She wanted to be in office so bad, she let that man stay in jail. He turned around and sued the shit out of California and found out that what she did was wrong. Kamala Harris do not like black people, and I'm trying to tell people they don't understand. Black people. I don't have nothing against her personally because I don't know her personally, but she does not like black people. Anything that she did, she climbed in the bed allegedly, because I don't want to get sued, in the bed with black men in order to climb up the ladder. And once she got there to a higher level, what do a lot of these women do? They turn around and marry the white man thinking it's going to keep their levels. But you got a white man that used to allegedly beat his wife and allegedly cheat on his wife. And allegedly you're an alcoholic because every time somebody see you at a function, you're pissy poor drunk out here. You're drunk, you're slurring your words. It's a lot of stuff that they're covering up. This, if she would have won, I'm telling you now, that transgender stuff, it would have been on an all-time high. Terminating pregnancies would have been on an all-time high. Incarcerating African-American men and women would have been on an all-time high. The borders would have been wide again on an all-time high. And out here in California, they just caught 8 men that was on the terrorist watch list, and they called them sleeper cells. They caught them recently within this week, and they had all their equipment, but CNN and MSB, whatever you call them, they're hiding all this information. But you have people that got boots on the ground that's literally telling people what's going on, but the news won't tell you because it's ran by a certain group of people that
it's called Operation Mockingbird.
Right. They want to keep it closed down to us. So when you have people that's looking at people that's like, when the Chinese stuff was going on, I look at Chinese news, Russian news. I don't just look at American news. And the people overseas are like, how is it that a president can leave the borders open? How is it that a governor could make American people pay for this? And how is it that? And you're not listening to just your people. You're listening to people that don't live in our country that's making comments. And this is why I get a lot of my information from. And I'm not trying to say anything, but Kamala Harris lied in her book. It's been proven that she was a liar. She's not black. I understand that, but don't. But I understand that. But what I'm saying to you, he can say what he said. He's right. But what I'm saying to you is this: don't sit in my face and tell me a bold-faced damn like you can't get no help on a lie. Don't tell me that Tyrone beat your butt, and then when I go and jump on Tyrone, I find out Tyrone wasn't even in the city. So now I done create a bigger problem.
But I'm gonna say this right here. You know what? You know how many sleeper cells that is in the United States right now?
They
We
have
don't
no
know.
Yeah, because
idea.
they came through the border. They
Yeah,
came through the
exactly.
border.
They have no idea. That's exactly what I just said.
When them plane flew in the towers, right? When the plane flew in the towers, guess what? They learned how to fly on this soil. You see what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry, but I don't. I'm sorry. I don't believe. I don't believe none of that. I don't
None of that.
because
All that's a lie.
let me ask you a
Yep.
question, D.
But
True.
but but but
This,
hold on, but hold on,
wait a
but
minute.
hold
Let
on.
me say this real
Hold on.
quick. Let me
Go
say
ahead.
this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna let it go once I say this. If we are all in the airplane together, right? And the
Exactly.
airplane hits a building and it explodes, how in the hell is my ID that's in my wallet gonna fall to the ground and not be scorched?
And
That's
not nothing be
bullshit.
wrong with it. Nothing be wrong with it.
But
That's
Exactly.
it's just like
bullshit.
And D Truth.
It's just like
On top of that, building seven. Hold on,
it's
real
just
quick.
like. Oh,
let,
go
let,
ahead.
let DC go. Go ahead, DC.
Building 7 didn't get hit by anything. Nothing. And it fell in a controlled demolition style. Like that was the CIA's office.
But I'm saying
They
this right
said,
here.
"Oh, let
Okay.
Mondo go." But Mondo
Go
was
ahead,
trying to
Mondo.
talk.
Go ahead, Mondo.
I mean, man, I'm just wondering, like, damn, you gonna let that nigga take over your panel, bro, and not let
You
other
go
folks get a
ahead.
word in?
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. I'm trying to get nobody
Yeah.
listen to
Well,
what I'm saying.
they trying to say it's impossible for those passengers to have been flown through a building in a 747 and IDs drop and fall down to the ground and being found by the authorities. Warplanes was shot out the air. How the hell do you think that they was able to identify some of those
But
bodies?
From their
The
dog tags.
badges, IDs, and a
From
lot
their
of
dog
shit
tags.
fell to the
From their
ground
dog
when the
tags.
planes. Can
That's
I
why they wear
talk?
dog tags.
Can I talk,
Let
bro?
him finish.
Can I
Just
talk?
answer the question.
Can I
All
talk,
right,
bro?
bro.
Let him finish, DC.
Let him finish. Let
Let
him
him
finish.
finish.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
All right.
Mondo. Finish.
The IDs and shit fell to the damn ground. Same way.
But
Untouched though? No, not brand new. Untouched. I
but
can't
but
believe
but,
that.
but hold on. This thing right here. Y'all seen plane crashes, right? Y'all seen plane crashes. Whole bunch of people die, but they are survivors, right? Explain me how a plane crash people survive.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's God right there.
Yeah, but you can't say a D can't fall off of the sky untouched, whatever. You can't say that. We don't know what really
Well,
happened. But my point was in that. What my point in that was, them people. We can't say the people from the south of the border. People come on fly over here and do what they do, and guess what? They with a radical what recognize that don't like the United States. Go ahead. We train these folks, right? We train these folks, plane, cars, whatever. They go to our schools. You see what I'm saying? That was the point I was getting at.
it's hot as
I
hell.
get
Okay,
what
let
you
me
said,
let
but
me make a quick point. Let me make a quick
okay.
point. Okay. All right, let's not act like Mexicans just got over here in 2021.
I
Okay,
didn't say that.
I
didn't say that.
mean, we ain't finna sit up here and
I never said
sell
that.
no misinformation bullshit about Mexicans just started coming over here in
I
2021.
never
All
said.
right, and
I never said that.
to be technical about it,
Bro,
okay, Reagan is the one that opened up the damn borders.
bro,
Reagan is
They
the one
came
that
on.
gave them
They
citizenship.
they can't. No, they can't. They
bro.
started coming over here
He
Over
when
gave
20
them
Reagan was in
million
office.
people.
citizenship. He gave them citizenship because they was already here. He gave them citizenship. It was in the 80s. He gave them citizenship. He said, "I'll never do this again." And he gave all those people citizenship.
They started coming over here illegally in the
Not any
80s. I
numbers,
remember
not in
that.
the same numbers. They came to over
I
20
didn't
million
say in the
people.
same numbers. I'm saying let's not
Well,
act
that's
like
what we
we have not.
referring to.
I'm
Yo,
just saying let's not act like we not had with the border problem just started in 2021.
ain't nobody say the border party
All right
started.
then, but y'all up here acting like it. Like the border
Because
problem
in
just started in
21, over
2021
Okay,
from
when we
so
know
21,
damn well it didn't.
bro,
We
over
know damn
20,
well it didn't.
over 20
Illegals been
million
coming over
people,
here for
over
decades.
20 million came in 4
I'm
years.
not, bruh. It's more people in the world now than it was
I
30 and
cannot
40 years
believe
ago.
the
Of
level.
course, I
Oh,
give you that. The numbers are going to be more now, but let's not act like the borders have not been open.
The borders have never been
before
open like they were.
2021.
What are you talking about?
The border has never been.
The border
The
has
border
never
has
been
never
open
been
like
wide
that.
open like that.
So no illegal
Never
Mexican
been like
ever
that.
came over here
We
until
didn't say that.
2021. Okay,
I
all
said
right,
the
okay.
border has
Y'all,
never.
y'all right. I'm wrong. Go ahead.
I said the border.
No
with
Mexicans
the border,
came over here
no
until 2021.
Ain't nobody
president
say
ever.
that.
That's breaking news to me. That's
Nobody
breaking
said
news.
that.
No president has ever said open the border and just let them come through. Besides Biden, he's
That's
the
it.
only one that did that.
That's
And
it.
they were climbing
I
fences.
don't remember him. I need a D-Truth. Go find a video where Joe Biden went live and told everybody, y'all, everybody welcome.
I guess y'all
Come
get
on
different
over.
news in Atlanta.
Everybody
or wherever you
welcome.
at in Georgia.
Everybody welcome. You free to come over
You
across
must still
the board.
be on
So that's
dial-up
what you're
internet
saying.
or some shit.
That's what you're
How
saying
could you
Joe
say that?
Biden said. That's what you're saying Joe Biden said.
He opened them up. He ain't got to say it. He did the action.
Did he say
Action speaks.
everybody
Let me go
can
back
come
outside.
across the border, legal, illegal, it don't matter, just one come all? Did he say that?
He did the action. Action speaks louder than words. What are you talking about?
I want to, bruh, whatever, man.
Bruh, you rather hear it than see it? What are you talking about?
Whatever, man.
Together, what you gonna say together?
I'm confused, Joe.
Whatever. You are confused.
Go ahead together.
I am really. You really.
Because
hold on. Together.
Okay. So what happened is when Biden opened the borders down in California, here, down in San Diego, you had a lot of people that like independent news reporting, and the Latino people, when they was coming through, the border patrol was standing there, and they were given orders from the White House, said that they cannot stop them. They were told, do not touch them, do not mess with them, let them come through. And so you saw people just walking through, shaking their hands, and one guy stopped in particular. He said, "You see my face?" He said, "You're going to remember my face." He said, "Just wait, you're going to remember my face." Yep. And he said, "You better remember my face." He said, "Trust me, remember my face." And those people, and I'm just sitting there looking, mouth wide open, and these people just walking through, and they're like, "Why you not stopping them?" All these news people in their face, they said,
the independent people, right? Exactly.
They said we were giving orders not to stop them at all. And I was like, "What you mean you was giving orders not to stop them?" And my auntie that works for the Border Patrol, I asked her, was it true? Because she lived down there. She said, yeah, they were told not to do anything, let them walk through.
And even Texas tried to stop them by putting up barbed wire fences.
Yeah,
and they used bulldozers to tear them down. They used bulldozers to tear them down.
But here's the question. Is that an excuse for our community to be where it is?
Well, they're dumping them in our communities.
But that ain't the question. The question is that an excuse for our community not rising up and helping each other? Is that an excuse?
That should be the excuse for us to come together as one. You're right, because now we got another race of people that's coming in trying to take over. You're right. Yeah. Look at what's happening in Aurora, Colorado, with those Venezuelan gangs that took over those apartment buildings. Like how
and they tried to lie and say it wasn't real. They tried to say it wasn't true.
Yeah.
And this video of that.
Yeah. Okay. And this goes to the whole panel right here. What can we do if we want to get back to the old days where the community helping each other? How do we do that? Let's find a solution.
I think we only had that for a very small period of time, like during the 1920s, early years like that. After they broke down Black Wall Street and burned down Rosewood, the black community had been in shambles, like seriously. And we ain't never been together since like that time. We always been trying to get together and figure it out. So that's
just
the problem.
Like that. What's that park you said that they flooded in New York? D-Truth?
Central Park and Oscarville. This is what I want to get to Sniper and Mondo with right here. Why do people go to Lake Lanier? It has, since it opened, it had over 700 deaths.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Yeah.
Are you
it's
serious?
in Georgia. Yeah, in Forsyth County. Over 700.
Do you know the story? You know the story behind Lake Lanier, right?
No,
I know.
You heard of it?
Go ahead. Let DC know
Okay.
what's going on.
Okay. So, and you know the story behind Stone Mountain.
No, I
Mm-hmm.
don't.
Nope, never heard of it.
Stone Mountain was like the meeting, like a 4th of July annual
Ku Klux Klan me.
big convention for the Klan.
Recently?
Back in the 20s, like 100 years ago, over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh
But
wow.
for some reason, man, these ignorant Negroes will they will go to Stone Mountain, go up there and run the trail, work out, and hang out in Stone Mountain for some reason. They just love going up there. I've never understood that.
What the hell was that? A thunder?
That's
Who
me.
got thunder?
It's Thunder.
That's you.
That's me.
Oh, you get what we got. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a story about Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier is a manufactured lake by U.S. Army Corps engineers and the government. It's guess what? It was a black town, just like Tulsa, Oklahoma,
Just like Black Wall Street.
just like
Yep.
Black Wall Street. And guess what? It's underground. It's underwater. And guess what is that? Guess what else? It was called Oscarville. Look it up. It had its own racetrack.
What?
Had its own racetrack, they had their own everything.
So-
Hospitals, theaters,
So I'ma say this
schools,
then.
everything, man.
Y'all are in Georgia, right? Why don't y'all report on that? Why don't y'all do stories like that on YouTube? Go out there
I
and
did.
give the history.
He done did plenty of lives about it.
Yeah. And
Out
guess
there
what?
at the site?
Lake Lanier.
Yeah. And guess what? Guess what people trying to do? You remember
What?
Usher ex-wife? Remember when
Yeah.
her son
lady?
drowned out there? Yeah, at Lake Lanier. Now people are starting to come together like drain that lake. But you know why they won't drain it?
Because
Water
the truth will
resource.
be there.
The truth will be there and water resource. That's what they claim.
So you
See what I'm
think they
saying?
flooded the lake with people living there still?
Yeah,
Is that
people
what
was
you're saying?
Yeah,
if some
people
still
was
live there,
alive.
and then on top of that, that was
How the hell you let them flood you in though? That's my question.
Because black people didn't have no say so really.
Yeah,
They
I'm
remember
saying-
that.
Black folks didn't have no
hey.
military back then.
I'm gonna
bro.
say this: is that folklore? Or is that fact? Because we got a
That's
man-made
fact.
lake but we got
That's fact.
2 man-made lakes out here that's over towns.
Hey, that's fact. That's fact.
Yeah, that's
and,
a fact.
And this county I'm talking about, you know, when you seen Oprah Winfrey when she came to Forsyth County, and Jose Williams came to Forsyth County, that county, boy,
That was a sundown.
did.
That was a
Sundown
sundown
town.
county. That place remained a sundown town, DC, until like 1993, 94, something like that. I'm talking. You had to be up out of there at 7:00. If you weren't, it was open season on your ass.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still like that around this country. I live in a
Yep.
county in North Carolina that's like that. But
Oh Lord have mercy.
I'm not worried about no white dude on earth, yo. Sorry,
Yeah.
I walk around with the strap, so it is what it is. But
But you know what? I'm not going to look at that.
yo, y'all are in
Can't get me
Georgia,
to go Lake
right?
Lanier.
Both of y'all in Georgia, right?
Yeah, but you ain't gonna get me to go to Lake Lanier.
How far are y'all from Alberton, Georgia?
Alberton.
Do y'all know about Alberton, Georgia? Y'all know that history? Do you know about Alberton, Georgia?
Ain't got that yet. Let us know,
Okay,
DC.
okay. So I'm both of y'all are in Georgia. You and what's your name? Armando? Y'all are
Yeah,
both in Georgia. I don't know how far y'all are from Alberton, but y'all should look it up because it was a monument in Alberton, Georgia that was put in place in 1979 by an unknown man. He was a Freemason by an unknown man. It was 20-foot granite stone blocks, looked like Stonehenge in America, written in 8 different languages on all the sides was the new world order 10 commandments. They just blew it up, like somebody mysteriously blew it up in 2022. The first commandment written on it, and it's written in all the major languages. The first commandment written on it is maintain humanity at 500 million in the perpetual balance with nature. What's happening right now? They trying to divide the world, keep us all divided. They trying to force us all to believe that we need to take a shot to stay alive. Like the craziest stuff is happening right now. But if you learn about the Georgia Guidestones, is what I'm talking about, the Georgia Guidestones. It'll really make you start wondering, like, damn, what times are we living in? Are they really trying to manufacture what's written on these stone tablets in 8 different languages? And why are they written in 8 different languages? Why are they 20-foot granite stones? Like, what? This is something that they're trying to leave permanently, like Stonehenge and the temple. I mean, the pyramids and stuff. But y'all should look that up, being that y'all are from Georgia. I wish I
Oh, I'm
could have
gonna look
got
it up.
this. I wish I could have got to see him, but they, like I said, they blew him up in 2022. I
Oh,
mean,
see,
somebody terrorized it, put bombs on him, and blew him up.
yeah,
But the
see,
fact that y'all live in Georgia and never heard about that, that's pretty scary, yo.
yeah, and like I said, I do a whole lot of research on different things, and I'm glad you brought that to my attention because I am going
Read
to go
about
research.
that. That's scary,
I
yo.
am, yeah, I am going to go research it, and it makes you wonder what else are we missing? What
Everything.
else is that we are our mind is not keen to right
Like
now.
Like your man is arguing with me, calling me a coon and all types of shit. But I'm a black man that walks around with a shirt, and I got like
Oh,
20. Listen, bro. I got 20 of these shirts, and they all say "Trust God, not government" written big as hell across the chest. I wear them anywhere. I spark up conversations with people all over. I don't believe in this government. This government is not for us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, once you wrap your head around that reality, then you figure out how to live in this world and not worry about the government helping you do anything. Like the government ain't here for us. So whatever bills they pass, it ain't for us. It's not for us. It's all illusion, smoke and mirrors. It's for them. So
I don't trust the
pandemic should have
government
woke us
either.
up.
I never trusted the government. I don't trust the government either. The government, a lot of the BS that has happened, the government is behind it. Like we've been talking about the border thing. Like I said, man, I felt like the government was allowing them to come over there.
They were.
Why? Because they were cheap labor. They were cheap labor for liberals and conservatives. They were using them people for cheap labor.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the border invasion was going to happen back in 2014, 15, when they started the invasion in Europe first. It started in Europe first. And they kept saying it's going to come to America. It's going to come to America. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, there's no way that all those people are going to be coming into our country. And when it happened, it was like mind blowing. I'm like, holy shit. It's happening at a time where the world is like at a pause. Like it happened during the pandemic. That was sick. Like, how we ain't questioning none of this? How the government letting people from other countries come into our country when it's a virus out here supposedly killing everybody? How that make any sense? But I mean, we don't question nothing. We just believe what they're telling us.
That entire pandemic was about population control. The
Right. It was
world was
about
getting too overpopulated, too overcrowded, so they had to come up with something to lessen the population.
I think it was the test to see how many people would comply. That's what I think.
Yep.
But look, yo, it's 11:30. Yo, Mondo. I apologize for going in on you, bro. But you came in shooting at me. You hear me, yo?
I came
you
in.
D-Truth.
I
You
came
D-Truth
in.
people. Listen, you
I
D-Truth
came
people.
in. I came in correcting a
You ain't correct
statement
me
that
though.
was false, bro.
I ain't saying anything false.
Before y'all start again,
hey, Mano, just take,
quiet,
just take, hey, Mano, just take it.
quiet.
And,
Take the
Yes,
apology. Good
take
God
it.
from Zion.
Don't go
yeah,
any further.
Damn.
yeah.
Just take
like,
the apology.
I'm going to say this. DC is my boy because he be over there. We be chilling over there. Mano, you know, hey, you my boy. You know you my boy. Cause I want
I'm your
all
brother.
us get. Yeah,
I'm
I
your
know.
brother, 40 plus years.
I know,
Bro,
but listen,
I feel you on that.
Me and this dude ain't nowhere on the level of me and you,
but listen, but listen, you not
And that's
listening.
why I'm
I
apologizing
ain't
to you.
finna
Damn, I
let
didn't
no
know you
nigga
was into some
disrespect you
relationship.
on my
hold
shit.
on.
I'm
But
Oh
just
hold on.
my
saying, bro. I never let
God.
no new nigga come in this world,
Mano,
dog,
you not
and
listening.
disrespect you on my shit.
Mano, you
I'm
not
finna
Be
tell
listening.
you how
quiet.
this world
Mano, you are
I'm
not
gonna
Be
tell you
listening.
like this.
quiet.
Mano,
Be
you not
quiet.
listening to
I
me.
know
Yeah,
nigga that I just
yeah,
met
hey,
5 minutes ago.
Be
Them
quiet.
folks been together 40 years. Fuck that
Be
shit.
quiet. Be
D
You
quiet.
Truth.
not,
D
Mano.
Truth. D
Be
Truth.
quiet.
D
Be
Truth.
quiet, damn it. Be
Can
quiet.
can I break something down to y'all?
Go ahead.
You guys ain't gonna get through to no goddamn Taurus. You can give it up. That's a Taurus. Give it up.
You're right. They
Just
bullheaded.
leave it.
You're right. I didn't know
alone.
that. I didn't know that. Yeah,
He's
right.
a Taurus.
My daughter's
leave
a Taurus.
It ain't about
alone.
being no Taurus.
Nah,
it ain't about being
my
no
kids
Taurus.
is Taurus.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just saying.
But hold on, for you finish.
One thing, y'all, nobody never let me finish saying what the fuck I got to damn say, man. That's why I don't like hearing panels, man. Shit.
Hey, but this what I'm trying to say.
It seems like the only time I get a chance to talk is when I'm in a damn terror dome.
D-Truth, how long you know me? How long you know me on YouTube?
I've known DC for 3 years. But the thing about it,
have you seen me hit a panel?
He ain't hardly hit no panel. He ain't gonna hardly hit no panel.
Ever.
I'm surprised he hit. Hey,
right.
When New said, "Oh, come on up here and set a time," I'm like, I don't know. Did you hear me? I said, I told you New.
He ain't coming up here.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
As soon as you said come up, I'm like, let me go up. They talking about some good stuff. And then as soon as I get on, you got your boy gunning at me. I'm like, hold on.
But it's like this. But I'm telling you, DC.
I'm messing with you now, yo.
DC. I'm gonna tell you the truth though. Look, me and him get into it. Because I don't like his opinion. I don't like his opinion. He don't like my opinion.
You all boy too.
Yeah. But it's a discussion. It's a discussion that needed to be had.
That's right.
That what we all.
I agree.
Hey, we all on him. It's a discussion we need to be had, right? Can we all agree on that?
I agree. The black
and that's the one thing we agreed on. We agreed on the fact that Candice Owens, she was voicing her own opinion. She had a way of thinking, and now it seems like that as she gotten older, and for whatever has happened between her and Trump or whatever, she's having a change of mind. I don't feel like she should have been condemned in the first place because she was just voicing her opinion. And also, I see black folks forgiving white folks for worse, way worse. But we'll sit here and hold grudges against each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the part.
We worse with each other.
That's the pride. That's that pride.
That's what they put in us all those years. They beat that into us all those years, and it's still working. That's the ill part about it.
And that's why I said this right here. And everybody on the panel know when I say what I say, and I believe what I say. It's not what comes out your mouth, ain't what you put on that paper you're gonna say you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You can say anything, put anything on the paper all you want to. I'm watching your actions. You see what I'm saying?
I've been trying to say something. Can I say something real quick? Because I've been very quiet this whole time. Y'all heard I've just been very quiet.
No,
I got something to tell you. There's breaking news. There's breaking news. Breaking news. Y'all talking politics? I'm about to tell you something about Trump.
Go ahead.
He is being warned by Iran for an assassination. They want to assassinate him.
Yeah, they said that like 2 weeks ago.
You know what? Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, they did. Though.
That man ain't going nowhere until God is ready for him.
Mm-hmm. But we should, us as Americans, we should be pissed because that's another country threatening us.
Well, I mean, you know how many every president has been threatened. Biden got threatened by North Koreans and Russians. Trump got threatened. My God, he got threatened by a whole lot of people when he was in office.
Biden got threatened too.
Obama got threatened by them people over there in Libya and what's that? The Benghazi, them folks over there in Benghazi, they wanted his head. W. Bush, remember they throwing shoes.
I gotta go, y'all. It was fun. I gotta go.
They throwing shoes at George W. Bush.
Bye, DC.
DC, be safe. Hey, be safe, bro. Don't get struck.
Yeah, it's nice having. It was nice having you up here.
Hey,
Mondo said they threw shoes.
When we meet up, bro, we gonna have some drinks, man.
They say, what you say, Mondo? They threw shoes at who?
George W. Bush.
They sure did. They did. They did. They did.
Wait.
Together.
They did.
They threw
He was
shoes
up
at
on
a
a
nigga.
banister. He was up on the not the banister, but he was up there on the
Podium.
a podium, right? And
Where was he
they
at?
threw a
Where was
shoe
he at?
at
In
him.
Pakistan? Where was he at? In
Yeah.
Pakistan or Turkey
Yep.
or one of them
I
They
forgot.
countries over there?
Yeah.
wherever,
But, go
whatever
ahead, you
country
do.
it was, he got a shoe thrown at him. Yes, I
Oh,
remember that
look,
very
you know what?
clearly.
I'll
Hey,
tell you this right here.
it was them damn hard curly shoes too. Boy, them
But,
boys he with his dad, man. They was
but you know
very
something funny
short.
though. But you know something funny.
Whatever.
Hey, you know something funny though.
Girl.
I never knew he could move that fast.
Yep, he does.
Man,
He
that
does.
joke got that joke got
I'm
quicker
looking this
reflexes
up.
than Trump.
Y'all playing. Y'all playing. Let me look this up.
He does.
Look it up, we
He
not
does.
playing.
He
Hey, we
does.
not.
Hey, them goddamn if them shoes would have hit him, man, them shoes would have put his eye out.
Yep.
Hey,
That's some hard bottoms.
but you know what? I love this discussion. Although
Oh wow!
it
Wait a minute.
got
I said shoes thrown. They said at George Bush. They put it in before I could finish.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the only one I know of. That's the only one I know of.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Did.
It was something crazy that happened to Reagan when he went somewhere.
He
Reagan
got
went
shot
to
in
some
the
summit.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I ain't talking about when he got shot. I'm talking about like I think it was either his first or his second term. Something crazy happened. He went overseas somewhere.
Yeah.
And every president had death
Some
threats from
craziness going
foreigners.
on.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm
That
say
man ain't going nowhere.
Wait.
God ready for him.
I mean, look at
this
Trump.
dude
He
threw
got an
both
ear piercing.
shoes.
He got an ear piercing.
Look, this dude threw both his shoes.
I'm surprised you didn't know about that. Together, you know so much stuff about politicians. It's not even funny. I don't believe you didn't know about it.
I was a workaholic at that time. I didn't see no TV. Girl, he
Either that
threw
or you were
both
sleeping
shoes.
because it was in the evening. It was in the evening
I
when they
said
let us
I
know
was
about it.
working. Didn't I say I was working?
And I can't
Girl,
believe you didn't know about it. I just
why you think I'm laughing so hard? No, I did not. Oh my! He took both his shoes off and threw them. He said, "If this don't get him, the other one," and then the fool fell to the ground. Lord have mercy!
Well,
I gotta watch
he
that
threw a
again.
pair of shoes at him. Yep.
I should make that my opener with a rap.
Oh Lord!
have mercy. Hey,
You're gonna make a video with a rap.
but I'm taking this right here. This has been an interesting show discussion. Although we had a little heat, we had a whole lot of heat.
Yeah, that I couldn't even
Supposed to be
stop
some
that
heat.
heat. Yeah,
But that goes to show you when two people got strong opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Strong-minded and a lot of pride.
I laughed so hard I started sweating.
About them shoes. That's your first time seeing that?
Yep, that's the first time I seen it.
Man, they were playing that on the news every night, all day, every day.
They wore it out.
Man.
They definitely wore it
in
out.
a coma. That happened in 2008.
This was my schedule. I got up at 6 a.m. I was at work by 8 o'clock, right? I got off at 5:30. At 6 o'clock, I had to be at my second job. And in between, on some of those days, it was like a part-time job. I was going to college in between two jobs.
Okay, see, so she was busy.
I had
you
no
were
time.
busy.
Yep, I didn't get to see no TV, no nothing.
Yeah, and hey Jenny, how's my nephews?
Together, if I would have known you back then, I would have given you a call. Hey, did you see?
Girl, I probably have been like, no, I just got home. I didn't look. That's why I'm saying I didn't even have cable TV. That's what made it so crazy for that lady to steal my identification and stuff. I didn't even have cable TV. Matter of fact, I had a brand new TV in my room. It was a 55-inch at the time, and I didn't watch TV. So my niece didn't have a TV. I gave it to her. I didn't even have a TV.
Yeah, and
I had to study. I couldn't do it. I had to study. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right here. We got a new intro together. All we need is the maestro on to my left as you're looking at the screen here. Make us some pictures so I can add it to it. So
Oh,
I
okay.
add that to it. So, and if anybody needs any music, anything did you knew, Mondo, but you're gonna have to
You
pay. You're gonna
knew.
have to pay. You gonna have to pay.
You
You
knew.
gonna have to pay.
The
You
king.
knew is the head of. She's the CEO of the music department.
Hey, anything else you need, hey, like thumbnails or videos, whatever, she can do
If you
that
need some
too.
raps written, give me a day.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Together is the lyrical queen
Yeah,
of the group.
yeah. I'm still trying to get that down, and once I get that what you wrote, I'm trying to get it down. And guess what? We're going to look at this one this discussion that, like I said, that needs to be happening in the community, whatever. We go. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow, but Friday, I think by about 7:30, 8:30, I'm doing a pre wrestling show that Friday. Now that Saturday, I will be down there at State Farm, and I'm not going in. I'm going live from there. So we're gonna see the sights and sound what's going on down here. Atlanta is, well, we're gonna call it Hot Atlanta. It is hot down here, but Hot Atlanta. I might know the
You
one I'm
you
talking about.
you did you okay? You know that little what's that battle royal evolution?
Hmm.
What's that?
You know they let some local women enter in that.
Mm. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, you talking
Hey,
about like a wet t-shirt contest?
no
No, it's okay. It's
wrestling.
gonna be a bunch of women wrestlers, women professional wrestlers,
Oh, okay.
and the
Okay,
winner
yeah.
get a shot at the world title. But they're
Yeah,
letting some
Okay.
local women from Atlanta enter
Oh,
in the battle royal.
oh, that should be fun.
and
Uh,
some of the local, hey, some of the local,
gonna be some A whippings going on over there. That's what's gonna happen.
but they ain't gonna just go out and pick somebody out from the street. These local women that in Atlanta wrestling in what they call this this wrestling circuit, right? They go around wrestling
Oh,
different
okay.
places. That it's gonna be local wrestler from this area that's gonna be in there.
So
So
they're not
they go
just taking random people. They're actually
now,
people who wrestle as well.
yeah, but they not
Okay.
on that big level. They ain't on the
Right. They're
big
just
level.
in training. In training.
But guess what?
Hmm.
If they show good, they might get invited to the WWE Performance Center. What you think, Armando?
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see
I
why
think
not.
I think that's what they doing. They scatter for more talent too.
Hmm.
Yeah, because like I said, we just need some moving picture, whatever. What you were talking about? Not a ambiance for the entrance. I can add that music to it, and we got our entrance, got our intro and outro song for 106 in the chat together. And
Oh, okay.
all I'm doing, wait on you said when you want to do it. That's all I'm waiting on. Hey,
Yeah.
You
you
can
knew,
always, the
She
weeks that
laughing, but she
together,
needs to let us know.
yeah.
Where?
the weeks that together is not available. Any of us can substitute for.
Yeah,
You do
I
know
know,
that. Yeah.
I know that. But uh, no, you just blew the whole plan. You just blew the
No,
whole
I
plan.
didn't. I know what the plan is. I didn't reveal that, but I just said, one of us.
Nah,
When I say one of us, I mean me or you knew will be
yeah.
available to step in.
Now, what I was saying was I had put the ball in her court. Now you just let it off a little easy.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
but she want to do it. She ready. She ready to get back to the one of us.
Are
She
you
brought it up
ready?
one time on the panel. She brought it up.
Uh, That's why she's laughing. Look. She's like, "Oh man, he'll put the pressure on. What day can I be free?"
No, I'm about to
Uh
send
oh.
Armando something I've been working on. I need him to look at it real quick. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm sending it to his email.
yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this right here.
And let me just say something real quick to all the ghost haters. To all the ghost haters, look in the bottom right hand corner. That
Huh?
is the real deal. Okay.
The
You see
what
how
happened?
beautiful that woman is in the bottom right hand corner? That's
Oh,
the real
okay.
deal. Now look in the top left. Look in the top left. That ain't AI. That's the real deal. That's
That's
me
us.
in my living room.
I
Well,
don't
top
have
right
red
hand.
hair, fool. I ain't got no red hair, fool.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey,
And
hey,
that's me.
that is me, but it isn't me. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you know. Hey,
That's
hey,
me in the top right
Mondo.
hand corner. That is me.
Mondo.
That is me
Mondo.
in my living room, chilling in my living room. Now I'm just saying,
Check
clowns
your
be saying I don't use nothing but AI.
check your
That's the real
email.
deal. You're getting the real deal tonight.
hey. He said. She said, check your email. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. With me, don't be surprised if I do cam up. If I cam up. If I cam up. And again, might not know. But I would tell you. But whatever such you think about together, we going with whenever you're ready. On Friday, Saturday we can't do it, especially when football season come. Together, ain't paying attention to me.
No,
She's just annoying me.
I'm waiting for the response.
Yeah, she's
You
waiting for a
already know
mother's
what this
response.
response gonna be.
Huh?
You know what this response gonna be.
I just sent you knew, check yours too.
You just did that?
No, I've been working on it.
Oh, I was about to say.
Oh,
Well, we need to,
uh,
well, we
hold
need to
on.
send you the Interscope. God
No,
damn,
I'm good.
you write
I
lyrics
just
that
got it.
damn fast. Sure.
Hey, so that for them two, right?
You
Together.
want to see, you want to see it?
I see. Okay,
Uh,
so
I,
do I
because
need
they
to
got
make a beat for that?
You gotta ask. Yeah, I guess
Um,
You wanted a rap or do you want R&B? You want hip hop? What you
rap.
want?
That's a rap. That
Rap.
ain't no
I'm
R
gonna
and
I'm
B.
gonna
All
make
right.
a beat. I'm gonna make a beat. You
Yo,
knew.
yo,
I'm gonna
yo,
send it to
yo,
you.
yo. Okay.
You gotta say,
Yo, yo,
yeah,
yo.
that's to get your attention, yo.
y'all are
Hey,
crazy.
hey, I'm gonna make a beat and send it to you. You knew,
Okay.
and then you can take over from there.
All right.
Tag team back again.
That's right.
but
Teamwork made the dream work.
but
That's
I tell
right.
you this. I tell you this right here. This has been a great show. Of like this, Candice Owens. Hey, it's her opinion. What she do is her opinion. But that's like I said. That's a lot of black folks don't like her. I really don't care. She comes to barbecue. Just don't come take my plate. Then we'll have a problem.
I'm not.
Candace
I'm
Owens,
not.
come
I'm not.
on in the cookout. Get you some yams. Get you some ribs. Get you get you some leg quarters. Shoot.
That part.
Get you some of them baked beans and some of them
yeah,
yams and some macaroni and cheese.
yeah.
But
But
you're
like,
forgetting the greens. What about greens?
ain't no
Look,
grease on no
look.
barbecue.
Candace Owens so
Shoot.
white.
What you
She's
mean?
so
Yeah, it do
Candace
be some
Owens so
greens at the barbecue.
Yeah,
whitewashed
yeah,
Yeah,
now.
they
yeah.
do.
Go ahead,
You hear
Mm-hmm.
me?
together.
I said Candace Owens so whitewashed. Instead of saying chitlins, she say chitterlings.
Chitterlings.
Hey,
Chitterlings.
look. Put it away.
Chitterlings.
Hey, put it. She been around.
Chitterlings.
Hey, she been around her husband so much she starts talking British. You,
Chitlins.
You know
but
what though?
Chitterlings.
yeah,
Man, hey, let me tell you something.
Can you work with
People
the
nowadays
lyrics you knew?
can't make chitlins like they used to back in the
oh no,
days.
oh no.
They don't know how to have clean them, bro. They give you salmonella poison.
You
That's why you
do
got
know
to
how to
clean them
clean them.
yourself. Never let them clean them only. You have to clean behind them.
Should we get that hot sauce?
In that vinegar.
Ooh, boy, what you talking about? What you talking about?
That live that you knew did when she was cleaning chitlins, I have not seen anybody clean chitlins like that since my mom.
Yeah. Back in the old school. You know what I'm saying? Hey, together, you know what you forgot though? The homemade cornbread. Homemade cornbread.
Oh yeah, I do all that.
Yes.
I told y'all I'm from the South.
Hey,
and I do all that.
hey, you know what you missing? We go with it. That tea.
Oh, y'all gotta try the honey
No.
cornbread. Honey cornbread.
I like whole
Ooh.
cakes. I like whole cakes and hot water cornbread.
Hold on. You said you like whole cakes?
Whole cakes and hot
No.
water cornbread.
There you go.
I'm trying to help you, but I guess you said it anyway.
There you go.
That's what they call whole cakes. I ain't never heard of that.
What is a whole cake?
A whole cake is like a fried bread. You give like they call it that because when the hoes used to come home,
Oh, I'm done.
they would take
I'm done with you.
Hey,
look, about though. I knew what to get over
together.
They used to sell those at the Crazy Horse.
Hey, about though. I knew what together. Hey, look, about though. I knew what together was talking about. She will. Hey, her investigative mind wanted to know so bad, so she couldn't do nothing but ask.
Right. Yeah.
Let
me ask you a question. It's another Southern dish. I keep asking people, they don't know what I'm talking about. Scrapple.
You mean scruple?
Scrapple. It's scrapple. It's a breakfast meat. Scrapple.
Never heard of it.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah,
I heard
I
it.
don't know about. It's down south. Scrapple. It's like oh, it's good. Oh my God, it's good.
Scrapple.
I tried to get my sister to bring me some when she came to visit. She didn't bring it. She was like, they won't let me bring it on the plane.
Yeah, you had to put it in your carry-on, put it in your suitcase.
No, you got to keep it frozen though. It's got to stay frozen.
Yeah.
It's made with pork. It's so good. Oh my God! And they got beef kind, but I can't eat beef, so I have to settle with the pork.
Damn.
Look it up, Scrapple.
Yeah,
I'm looking it up now.
Hey, she gonna go. See, Armando, I just realized something. We got two people that are gonna look up something. When they ain't gonna need to go look it up. They can't wait to get off. They do it online. I'm gonna look it up anyway.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't be hearing my little keys clicking.
There you go.
We here. We just know it. We got
Show it.
Show it.
You ever had possum stew?
I ain't eating no goddamn roadkill.
I know you. They ain't no Cali person would ever eat possum stew. I'm asking the truth. You ever had possum stew, bro?
I probably have.
you probably had. You just didn't know it.
Hey, you ever had frog leg? Frog leg, turtle?
Yeah.
I know how to make fried legs. I know how to fry frog legs.
Turtle, frog leg, shoot.
No, I don't know about turtle, but frog legs. My husband and my kids love my frog legs.
Lemon pepper or fried frog legs, man.
Oh, y'all gonna make me nauseated.
No, you gotta put pepper. You gotta put other seasoning peppers, garlic, and then you put mustard to hold the flour on there, and you put garlic powder, garlic onion. No, I'm sorry, garlic onion. Jesus, I'm sleepy as heck. Onion powder and paprika, and then you dip it in that mustard, and then you dip it in the flour, and you fry it. It is the best, and you ain't got to put no salt because your mustard is your salt. Bomb.
But you know what? We talking about.
I don't eat it, but my kids and my husband eat it, and they love it.
Man, I see why. Man, you put too much damn seasoning on
it. You got to put that.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Hillbilly food. I'm about to.
Hey, I know you done had some jerk gator.
Who, me?
No.
You knew.
No.
You ain't never had jerk gator with red beans and rice?
I don't eat none of that stuff that's just roaming around in the streets. I don't do that.
I don't know what y'all missing, man.
But
jerk gator?
But I'm telling you this right here.
Red beans and rice and cabbage? Man, God.
I know how to make that, but I'm not going to put no gator in.
but I'm saying this right here.
That gator meat is better than 10 times better than chicken.
But I'm
Really?
saying
Because
this,
I heard it tastes like chicken.
yeah.
Huh?
I
So
I'm
what
heard
now?
it
saying,
tastes like chicken.
Yeah, it tastes like some of the best chicken you would ever want to put in your mouth.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
But I'm
Oh,
saying right
Lord
here.
have mercy.
If people these days, if people these days got to go survive in the woods and had to kill a rabbit, turtle, frog, whatever, and eat it, they would starve to death.
Nah, I ain't
Yep.
starving for
No,
nothing.
they ain't stay there. Don't
I'd
let
rather go
together fool you.
veggie.
If it
I
come
Go
ain't
down to her
veggie.
starving.
survival shit, eat anything.
I ain't starving.
Mm-mm.
Cause you know why? You know why? I tried to do a preparedness thing, and it didn't never happen. Telling everybody how to prepare food, like freeze dry your food for survival. I was trying to do that, but it didn't happen.
No, but
I know,
I'm
but you
saying,
did the one for the dog treats. I don't know why you didn't do that one.
You know what? That blonde is really pushing through.
but I'm saying, if you out of the
You
wilderness, you
did.
got, yeah,
You
look,
did.
I don't think you got, I don't think you got I don't think you got this gun and a knife. How you gonna survive? How you gonna survive?
You better know how to shoot. Get you a deer.
I know
You
how
can
to
you can
hunt.
Oh
survive off that deer.
no.
You can
I ain't
survive
eating
off
no
that deer.
Bambi. I
Huh?
am not eating Bambi. I'm not eating Bambi.
If you have
You
to
gonna
anyway.
starve. You gonna starve then.
Mm-mm. I
Well,
guess
What
I
you what you
will.
gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna eat fish for 90
Mm-hmm.
days straight?
Yes,
Yep.
yes,
It's food.
yes,
Man,
It's
please.
food.
yes.
You won't get tired of eating fish.
I
Nope.
would not.
Nope.
Shh, man, please. I love fish, but I don't know if I could eat it every day now. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I
hey,
love fish.
but
You
hey,
fish is
can't eat no
good.
damn fish every day.
but
Don't
Say
forget
like
but
that. For 90
there's
days,
different
you know.
types of fish. Yes, different types of fish, and you're good. You're good to go.
Man,
90
you
days
can eat
straight.
fish 90 days straight.
Days straight.
If
Yep.
you
Yes.
stuck in the woods for 90 days, you can eat
I
fish
went
every
almost
day.
2 years. I went as a pescatarian
I was a
for,
vegetarian.
yeah, for almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm. You ain't
Oh
missing nothing.
Not
yeah, you
one
probably
time
could.
did I miss that meat. I was not even thinking
Sure
about it.
didn't. And it
You
was the
probably
uh,
you
best thing
probably
ever.
could do it then. You was a
yeah,
vegetarian for 2 years. You could do it. You could do 90
Yeah.
days easy if you
yeah.
did it for
Mm-hmm.
2 years.
But
Mhm.
what people
Yep.
feel, but what people feel realize though is there's beef and there's poultry, right? Fish and chicken
Mm-hmm.
for on the poultry, which is really, well, it is meat, but it isn't meat. You know what I'm saying? According to their logic. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
but one thing I didn't say you knew. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
say you had to. I didn't say you had to make a fishing pole. I said, could you survive with a gun and a knife? And I didn't say you
Oh yeah,
about in the
I
water.
got one. I got a few pows. So yes, I'm good.
Mhm.
Look, look, you are not by no water.
I'm not by water, so what do I have to do? Oh, you trying to tell me there's no water and there's only like animals that pop
Yeah,
out?
Well,
yeah.
I
No.
can't cook it because it ain't gonna be clean. I gotta be able to wash the blood off. Ooh, that's nasty.
Right, that's disgusting,
You
right?
you
Ugh.
you gotta know how to clean like without
Ain't no water.
look
How you gonna clean?
Oh, wait, you could clean by burning it
boil it.
off,
You
just
gotta
like they
boil it,
do on
sterilize.
YouTube
Yeah.
How you gonna boil it when you ain't got no
with
liquid?
no water.
Build you a fire. Okay, build a
That's
fire
not what
and
I'm
then
saying.
take.
He said we're not near any
We have no
water at
water.
all. So
Yeah, we
if
don't
we
have no
ain't
Man,
got
it's
no
water.
water
water,
all over
what we
America.
gonna do?
We ain't
Boil
in
the
no
blood?
America's not a desert, man. It's water all over. We got lakes and
But
everything out here.
Exactly.
he's
Not,
just
not,
saying, what would we
He
do?
said
You
no.
could
He
actually
said no
burn it off
water.
of there. You could
yeah,
burn it off and rub off the hair,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
I'm not talking about the hair. I'm talking about the meat. When the blood is all in the
I'm
meat,
not
I'm
eating none
wash
of
my
that.
hands. I gotta
Yeah, I'm
wash
not
my
eating.
hands and all that stuff. I can't do that.
Yeah,
What am I supposed to do? Stand over and piss over it?
oh, that's disgusting. I'm done.
You can't
I
survive.
can't with you. I
You
cannot with
can't
you.
survive without water. You can't
Yeah.
I
survive.
can't with
No
you.
way.
It,
No way. I don't give a damn how good you are. I don't give a damn if you Rambo. You ain't gonna be able to survive without no water.
Sure ain't.
No,
That's
that's
why I said
true.
but thing is, that is certain plants out there. You got to know which plant got water and what that what.
Cactus.
But thing is, I said when she would drop off, hey, look, she get hungry. She gonna have to kill something. Then you gonna have to go find the water. You see what I'm saying?
I
So
guess I'm dying because I'm not eating nothing out there.
I
damn,
ain't look. I'll be
Man,
finding all the berries and the plants.
if your life is on the line and you done
I'm gonna
went
eat
like 5
trees.
days without eating. Uh-uh.
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna
I
eat the
went on a
tree.
fast. I went on a fast, no food,
Shit, eat a tree.
for like 7 days straight. I fasted for 7 days straight. I didn't eat no
Tear your
food,
throat up.
nothing. Huh?
She talking about she'll eat a tree. She gonna tear her damn throat up. Trying to eat wood.
Did you hear what I said?
What you
go
say?
ahead.
Go ahead.
I said I had fasted for 7 straight days. I didn't have no food. By the seventh day, well, actually, the first 2 days was real hard because they kept showing
Hmm.
food commercials. I like they wasn't no food commercials until I decided to start fasting.
Right? Right?
Everywhere I turned, somebody was fasting, and my neighbors never barbecue. All of a sudden, these bastards want to barbecue. I'm
Oh
like, wait a
Lord.
minute. And look,
Together.
after the third day, I was cool, and they never
Mm.
barbecued again after
For the
that
first two
fast. I'm like,
days,
first 2 days was hard as hell.
Them two first 2 days gonna be the rougher, but together when you fasting,
the first 2 days, boy,
when you fasting like that, you're not supposed to watch TV or listen to the radio because they're gonna play food commercials.
No, I only turned on the TV because I needed to know what the weather was going to be before I stepped out the door. They were saying something about rain, and I had to take the freeway. And on the freeway that I took, it's known to flood. So I was like, do I need to take the streets instead of taking the freeway? Which I found out it was going to rain. So I ended up taking the streets to work. And people got stuck on the freeway because the freeway held the water. The drains wasn't draining. So I was
You
smart.
better download that weather app on
Hmm.
your phone next time.
But
You
at the time,
decide
I
to
didn't
go.
have all
Hmm.
that. I didn't have all that at the time.
yeah,
Oh,
The phones wasn't that advanced like that at the time.
yeah.
oh,
But
If I got
yeah,
water, I don't have to eat. My
I had
thing
a
is
flip
water.
phone. Oh yeah,
I
I can
gotta have a
drink.
lot of water.
Like
I
today,
don't.
I'm not
I'm not a
hungry at
food
all. I
person.
haven't eaten nothing all day because I'm not hungry.
yeah.
Hmm.
I go through those spurts where I just don't eat. I'm not
Period.
hungry. I'd rather sit there and drink a whole bunch of water or have some
Hmm.
tea with some lemon in it
Hmm.
and just sit there and
Hmm.
chill and peck on my
That's
computer.
it.
I'll be cool.
But you know,
mm,
so when your body get adjusted, you doing something like not eating
Yeah.
like together do it, or sometimes like I get up, I go all day without eating, and
Hmm.
when you start eating when you not used to eating, it feels kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? It feels
Yeah,
kind
I
of fun,
Yeah.
could
like
Yeah.
I could barely eat a kid's meal. It got to that point. I could barely, like, if I go to McDonald's, if I don't eat the food. I'm just saying, if I was to go to McDonald's and like if they had the chicken nuggets, I'll eat the chicken nuggets, or if I eat the fries, I'm done. And the next day
Yeah.
I'll eat the nuggets.
yeah,
So I don't
y'all
know
do
what,
know that's not healthy.
but
Going
I can't
going
force myself
that
to
long
eat.
without eating. That's not healthy.
It's a habit. I can't. And even
Yeah.
like I told my doctor, he like, you need to eat. I'm like, I try, and I'm just not hungry. And he said, well, if you're not hungry, don't force yourself.
I know sometimes when you do that, like your body's just so used to it, you don't even eat, right? And then until somebody says, "So what did you eat today?"
Take this.
Wow, I just remembered I didn't eat today. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. It's easy to forget to eat. It is.
Well, the king is gone. Did you see the rap,
Yeah.
D Truth?
uh,
Yes, I
I'm gonna
did
look
see
at
the
it
D truth disappear.
when
Did you see it? You knew?
Yes.
what you said, what you do,
You didn't
shit
hear me
like
say yo yo yo?
hold
Oh,
on,
yo,
let me go
yo,
look at it.
yo.
Let me go look at it right quick. Hold on.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Wow. Wowzy. Wowzer.
Hmm. Dang, that's longer than
I didn't know
ours.
you knew how to spit. I didn't know you knew how to spit lyrics like that.
Oh yeah,
I told y'all a long time ago. My god brother is a promoter, and I used to hang around nothing but rappers.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that. You
yeah.
did.
Yeah, I hung around. They taught me how to put the words together.
Mm-hmm.
One guy he did a he did a song, and then he
Mhm.
put the lyrics down, and then I started writing lyrics. He got pissed off and told them to put me out the studio because they like my lyrics better than his.
Boom.
Dang, you
My
get
god
hey,
Take
brother
that
was like,
job.
I paid for this session. You ain't putting nobody out of nowhere.
dang, you
Right?
get kicked out, huh? But
Yeah.
it's been over. It's almost 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let's get out of here, cause hey, I'm like that. I got one look. Got work tomorrow. I don't know what I want to do today. You doing anything tomorrow? You do?
I don't know. I may. I don't know.
I
Oh,
would
real
ask
quick,
that.
who was that dude that you showed that short? Who was he? What was that about? You knew?
Are you talking about Raul so oh my God, why am I
Whatever his
forgetting his
name is.
name?
Yeah, him.
Val. Yeah, it's
What did he
Raul
do?
Val. He he was at the time he was 16 years old and the kid was 17 years old, the one that he unalived with a knife. He
Hmm.
basically he was getting jumped and his friend was getting jumped. And when he kind of got loose, he saw his friend was still getting jumped, so he went and got the knife out of the car. And he supposedly first they said the guy said he gave him the knife, which ended up being the witness for the prosecutors, not the defendant,
Okay.
not the defense team, but the prosecutors. So that way he can go ahead and not have to do any time or go to probation, nothing. So
Yeah.
basically, he was able to tell that part of his story. But then he said that he got the knife out of the car.
Oh,
And
okay.
then while he was getting beat up, jumped, as people would call it, he was swinging the knife. He couldn't see where he was. He said this is what he said. He was swinging the knife all over the place and it ended up getting an innocent child. It's called the Preppy Party Murder Trial,
Oh,
and
wow.
they found him not guilty on the serious counts, and no, I'm sorry, not guilty on the non-serious counts. Hold on, wait, I'm saying it backwards
No, no,
again.
no, it
Sorry.
was not get. Hey,
Wait,
you knew it was not
not
get on
guilty
the
on the
serious.
serious counts, right? And then on the lesser counts,
Hung
they
jury,
had what they called, no, not hung jury, but yeah,
mistrial.
I guess it is kind of hung jury, but they end up doing a mistrial. So they couldn't do the verdict. They were deadlocked,
Yeah,
So
but
what
hopelessly
happens with
deadlocked.
what happens to
but
the child that passed on?
He died. Well, his family's going to go to civil court and they're going to sue everybody that was involved.
Oh,
but
okay.
see
But
this
there's
what
a
I got
mistrial because it's a mistrial. They could
for the lower
try him
charges.
over for the higher charges, not the lower charges. Because remember, wait, the higher charges is the one he's not guilty, so the lower
Yeah, you can't.
charges,
Yeah,
or they could add on. They could add
yeah.
on stuff.
But this what I'm
So
saying
they
right
have to
here.
do a retrial. Go ahead.
This what I'm saying. Hey, this what I'm saying right here. With that being said, is if I'm
I'm
trying to
so
figure out
sleepy.
if he left, if they left and came back, that's not
Yep.
self defense. That's not self defense at all.
Yeah, no. To me, they should have just got stayed in that car and left, but no, they went. But the thing is his friend took the beer from them. He took the beer from them, and they were drinking, underage drinking, which is illegal, first of all. So you take their beer, and then you end up getting into a fight over the stupid beer. That's where it started. It started because of beer.
Mm.
Wow.
And you know who bought beer? The one that's illegal underage. He's underage. He's not supposed to even be able to get beer. He was able to get beer. And they never even, like when they were in court and they were asking him questions, I didn't hear nobody say, hey, how did you happen to get the beer? You're underage. Oh, the store let you get it and you're underage? Did you know somebody there? Oh, so we should go after them too. Nothing was said about that.
Uh,
That's the part I didn't get.
but they know why that part ain't gonna be talked about. You know, because they had
Why?
it had something to do with it, but it really didn't have nothing to do with it.
Oh, it
That
did
what
have
it,
something to do with it. They shouldn't have sold that boy no beer at 16.
you know how many times some stores, especially a local store, if you know the person, what you gonna some kid can get.
I ain't
You
giving
be
you
surprised.
nothing.
I ain't either.
Nope,
Ain't
I don't
giving
care
you
how long
nothing.
I've known you. Yeah, exactly. That's illegal.
Yep, yep. But like I said, this was a fun show. We talked about
Mm-hmm.
just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
I would ask together if she doing a thing tomorrow. I already know she ain't doing nothing.
Nope.
Armando, you got a thing planned for the more? He sleep.
And then at that point, when she said no, she doesn't have anything to do, the next follow-up question would be, hey, would you like to do the 106 in chat tomorrow?
Nope.
I already know. We look. You know, we don't do one of six chat on Thursdays. We do it on Fridays. Ain't it right together?
Well, you got to go with whatever day
Yep.
she's available.
I'll see about Friday. I'll see what I could do. I may not be able to stay on long, but
But
we
but
might
I'm
be able
but
to
but
do something.
but I'm saying, would just let me know, and you like. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but
You better
it
come up with a
just.
good subject or she ain't gonna stay up there.
Why are you
She
talking
gonna
for
drop
her?
down.
Why are
She
you
gonna
talking for
drop
her?
down.
Cause that's
Hey,
my
hey,
sister.
no, she
Yep,
can't talk for you. Hey, this look. See,
I
why she
just
talking
did.
about? But hold on. Together, she failed to realize,
Mm.
man, you got our show, but when you and the Mondo gonna get back on the thing.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
You knew. You knew.
Do you hear crickets? Do you hear the crickets? You hear the
Yep.
crickets?
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
excuse me.
look,
That's a bird. That's a bird. Chirp, chirp.
hey, look, hey, together. Neither one of them
Hmm.
answered that question. Neither one of them answered that question, did
Come on in. Come on
One is mute.
in.
One is muted, and the other one don't know.
they? Yeah, you forgot that one, did you? Hey, but you know what? You know who we still waiting on?
I need to
Sniping.
drop down. I
Tell
got
Yeah,
Baby
you
Wolf I
and
say,
too,
hey,
Greg
baby.
Jelly, and
Boo.
Greg Jelly.
yeah,
Okay, I
well,
will.
we just waiting on Sniping and Miss Media now. That's who we really
Okay, I'm
waiting
gonna
on
say
for that
my
first
bye bye.
show.
I'm gonna say my bye byes. Black peas and chicken grease.
All right, together.
Tell my God,
Hey,
baby, I say good night.
Okay, I will
love you,
later.
my sister. All right, bye bye.
All right.
Hey,
Good night, sweetie. Good night.
that's who. Hey, that who we look. I know you and Mono did y'all show. Me and together did our show, but Sniper and Media
Hmm.
they did that show. Yeah, had it.
Nope, not in a minute. Just
Oh,
go ahead and do it.
they did it at all.
Well, they did
We,
have one show, but they, I don't know how to explain it though.
Yay.
hey, like I said, look, she tried to tell, hey, she tried to get on me together, right our show, right. I said, by the way, when you and Mondo gonna get back together, do y'all? Then I said, wait a minute. Then on top of that, you got Media and Snapper. They got folks been doing that. They ain't did that yet. So guess what?
You knew we did something together
A few
last week, wasn't
times.
it, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. Man, you know we gonna do our thing like once or
Yep.
twice a week.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like I told together Friday, whatever she read, she gonna let me know anyway, and she usually gonna come with the subject anyway. So, but but Sniper and Miss Media, that's who we got to get on the ball right there. What y'all think?
They did one, but
That's going to be a
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, it gonna be funny.
You
Mhm.
remember they
That
did
gonna
one?
be-
You remember when they did one that one time?
How long ago that
Miss
was?
she didn't reciprocate to what he was saying, and he's like, "Are you not gonna?"
Me and you knew we're gonna be doing morning reactions together. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, we just gotta get together and the mornings that Renrock don't go live, we'll do morning reaction.
yeah,
Okay.
and like I said, we are expanding. We are doing different things, and like I said, it's gonna be amazing. This has been a great live. I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
I enjoyed different perspective on subjects, different perspective. You might
Mhm.
put it away. I don't care. You put it in the comment section. Hey, you like it, you don't like it. Guess what? Everybody has their opinion. and everybody
Yep.
stick to their opinion. And guess what? It is what it is. You don't have to
Their
like what people
opinions
say.
and their thoughts. Yep.
Yeah,
Opinions and thoughts.
look here. Look, I'm like this. I know DC, I know Sniper, I know Mondo, you knew together, myself. Put it away. It's our opinion. If you don't like it, so what? We really don't
Mm-hmm.
care. Damn, I'm starting to sound like the old rap then.
Just about.
Hey,
Lyrics
Rob
up
Basie,
here.
Rob Basie, easy rock, huh?
Mhm.
Any final thoughts and shout outs?
Nope.
Shout out to everybody that came out and supported my bro. Salute to everybody that came through. Make sure you hit that like button. For those of you that's been watching, hit that like button. For those of you that, that would be watching the playback, make sure the first thing you do is hit that like button, because you're about to see some damn good content. Kind of turned into the Terror Dome 2.0 a little bit over
I'm
here, but
done.
hey, this was a lit live. I loved it. Loved the
Mm-hmm.
discussion. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Together. Shout out to DC. Shout out to You New. And shout out to my bro D True. And shout out to the entire 20 East Nation, Wolfpack Nation, everybody. Ow! Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And
Yep.
Armando Black has officially left the building.
I'm going to say this right here. Thank you to my panel, my panel guests, you knew together, DC, Armando, Sniper. Thank you. And guess what? Especially, thank you to my chat. Thank you to my chat. Thank y'all for your support. And let me respect
One more
yourself.
thing, I apologize. Shout out to Sniper. He didn't stay up here that long, man. That's why I forgot about him. Shout out to Sniper, my other Wolfpack bro. Sniper. Shout out to
I'm
the
back
Brown
up.
Wolf.
I was about to start busting up left.
Yeah. Okay. He's got that. Love and respect yourself, because when you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. Self-love is the best kind of love, because who can love you better than you love yourself? Peace. We out.
All right, you guys, thank you for coming through. And for those that are going to be coming later, and yeah, just like Armando said, hit that like. Don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to subscribe. But you don't have to go home, but you got to get up out of here. See ya. Bye.
Welcome to D Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me? Hit that like, hit subscribe, let's get real on your screen, see? We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold, relationships, heartbreak, secrets never told, breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. The Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet.